sales here in Brady.
I think I want my money back.
They have the best sales department, I think, this side of the Brillo pad.
Wow.
Good morning in Greek. Hi.
Very good. Thank you for asking.
No one asked.
Nobody asked. I'm doing great.
And we got another request that came in. I love that. Happy Friday. Could we hear Misspeak 7 in honor of your mother-in-law and my better half's mother's birthday, too? So happy birthday to her. Have a great weekend, all. This is from Casey in North Palm.
All right, here you go, Casey.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
If it ever comes out and he doesn't know, the guy's going to blow a casket.
Yeah, I knew this from the beginning. This sounded too kiboshi.
Greek's here too.
Amazing. Stay away. She's Bad Bunny.
I was stuck in something.
Yeah.
It's a tough hoe to hoe.
She's going to be out at the grand opening of a Jippy Lube in Secaucus, New Jersey.
You going to share that crack you're doing or what?
Now, if he doesn't get a lot of tail, and you know what, he's not many times hitting the knobble, then maybe he wants to sit down for one talk. And paint some bit.
What?
That's really the caterpillar in the rock. That would really bring up my frappuccino.
Or you go alone and you actually bring somebody. That'd be great.
I'm feeling super tragic to the oceans.
Seven's could be a classic.
It's good. It is a classic. It is good. And then Sarah again texted. She used to work at an airport for 6 years, the Nashville airport, and she said Saturdays are a great day to fly. She said they were pretty much dead on Saturdays. The
Really?
airports. Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought that.
So there you go. And then I did want to get into this conversation. I'm sure if you are in a relationship, you may have had a little spat about watching a show that you and your significant other were watching together. And then maybe one day they weren't home and you decided to watch it. And then they get very upset about it because they go and they look and they're like, how the hell are we already at episode 7? I thought we were at 6. It may or may not have happened in my household. But this is a little argument that couples do have. And these are TV-related arguments, and that's definitely one of them. And I have looked through these, and I don't really want to call them arguments. Just a little disagreement, a little spat. Not like we don't get on full-on fights about it.
Yeah.
Not an argument.
Yes. So 1 in 5 people said that they get absolutely frustrated by their partner's TV habits on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And these are the top 10 things we fight over. Do you want to guess some of these?
I would say selection of shows. You know, what somebody's watching, you don't want to watch it.
Yeah, so there's a few things that could go on there, right? So deciding what to watch. Like, you want to watch something, but they don't. That's number 2 on the list, G-Man.
Yeah, I would definitely figure that out.
Uh-huh.
Fighting over the remote, right?
Yeah, fighting over the remote is one of them, especially and when it comes to remote, number 10 on this is losing or misplacing the remote.
Oh, yeah.
I guess they get in a fight over that, too. Hogging the remote is number 9.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But that's separate?
Yes, they put those separate. So 10 is losing or misplacing, and losing and misplacing is basically the same thing.
Wow.
And hogging the remote is number 9.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I would guess maybe a girl saying, to her wife, too much sports. Is that there, or is that considered number 2?
I mean, that's probably number 2.
Yeah,
Some you want to watch
sports.
something and they don't.
Yeah. So that goes into number 2. The volume?
Volume number 1, when one person thinks it's too loud or too quiet. My husband all the time will walk in. He was like, what, are you deaf? Because it's so loud. I'm like, yeah, I've been wearing headphones and working at nightclubs my whole life. Yes,
it's true.
I am deaf.
That is true.
It is. It is. I worked at loud bars and I have a job where and I tell him, I was like, yes, this volume to me sounds normal. But when he walks in, he's just like, it's so loud in here.
Yeah, I would always say that because I've gone through that a few times with people. They're like, that's so loud.
Yeah.
Well, and nowadays, I mean, I don't know if it's just me or one thing that gets me is how there's such a big difference between the dialogue and the special effects.
Yes.
And the volume in which they create these TV shows and movies. And I don't know if it's designed that way because of, like a movie theater. So it gives you a better sound in a movie theater or something, for the movies. I don't know how you explain that for television shows, but man, the dialogue's so low, you crank it up
Sometimes,
and then all of a sudden some action starts coming on. And
Even sometimes I've
channels.
noticed with these streaming apps too, I've also noticed sometimes like the commercials come in louder than the actual TV series itself.
well, that's going
The ads,
decades back
Like,
that they used
ugh.
to do that on purpose. Matter of fact, there was a regulation on that at one
Was
time.
there?
They weren't allowed to jack them up so high. I mean, I don't know if that expired and it's not that way anymore. That I don't know.
I find channels different. Like I could be
Sometimes, yeah.
403 and it's like 85, say volume, and it's really high, and then I put it on 405 and it's 92, and I'm like, why is it different?
Yeah.
You would think it'd be the same. I would think it's the same.
So I'm just going to tell you number 5. We haven't gotten 4 yet because I think to me it's very similar to number 2, which is deciding what to watch, stuff like that. Spending too much time choosing what to watch is number 5.
Oh.
How
What
about
do you
what-
want to watch? I don't know. What do you want to
Yeah.
watch? I don't know. What
It's
do you
like
want
dinner.
to watch? Yeah, it's like dinner. Yeah.
What do you feel like? I don't care. How about Italian? I don't want Italian. Well, then you don't want Italian. How about where you're sitting?
No.
That's not there? Because I would think like some people on the couch, like I want that spot.
This number 6 and 7. Number 6 and 7 are related, but 6 happens to me all the time, and it's not me. My husband does this when we're watching a series together.
Falls asleep?
Falls asleep.
Oh.
And movies. They fall asleep while you're watching something together. And then number 7 is having to rewatch something because your partner missed it or fell asleep.
They fell asleep.
Yep. Then number 4 on the list we haven't gotten to is they keep talking while you're trying to pay attention.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah, I was guilty of that over the
That
weekend.
is one that, oh boy. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I was guilty of that. Normally, I'm pretty good during a movie. I'm into it, but I may have had a little bit of a buzz. And my husband was like, "Will you just be quiet?" He was like, "I'm trying to watch."
What
I'm
is he doing?
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to go? What's he going to do with that money?
Yeah.
I knew he killed her.
Is he cheating on her?
I know.
Again?
What a whore.
God, you sound just like me.
I can't believe it.
And then number
You know what happens at the end of this? I saw it yesterday.
And then number 8, Matt is very guilty of, and this happens, and a lot of people do this, not paying attention because they're on their phone or a computer.
Yeah.
And I'll look at him as we're watching a series or a movie, and I just see him like scrolling through
Right.
his like TikTok or something, and I'll be like, "Are you paying?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm paying attention." I was like, "How can you pay attention to both things?"
Do you quiz
And he
him?
does. I don't quiz him, but he says all the time. He's like, "I was like, are you watching this? Because you wanted to watch it." He's like, "No, yeah, I'm watching this." He was like, "I'm doing both." I'm like, "Okay." I
Fall
just don't
asleep.
understand how you can have the.
I get it
Yeah.
because Carla does that a lot,
Yeah.
right? So she'll be looking through her phone or something, but she'll pick up. She'll know. She
Will
knows what's
she?
going on. You know, I mean, obviously, if it's something visual,
Yes.
you know, you miss that, obviously. But if it's all sort of a drama series where it's all about the dialogue, you pick up on the dialogue and you know what's
True.
going on.
You're not watching Narcos and having to read the subtitles if you're watching it, if you're paying attention to your phone.
Yeah, when I start because I'll do it every now and then. Like all of a sudden, ding, your phone goes off, so you start scrolling, and then you start hearing Spanish in Narcos. I better pay attention.
Gotta focus.
Yeah, I would think the selection of the shows and volume are two things that are common. Like you said,
And they are.
They fall asleep. Like we talked about, somebody gets mad. Hey, you wanted to watch this, and now you're sleeping. It is the Penthouse. If you have anything to add to that list, you can always get involved. You can call us, 877-927-6969. You could text us, Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Franny, we had some Florida stories, and it's a Friday, so we got an extra batch of blank.
Yes, we have an extra batch of blank.
Nice.
It's been a long time
I'm a
since
big
we've
fan
had a
of blank.
machete in a story, so
Oh,
we do.
wow.
Yes.
Wow, how'd that happen?
We have somebody who shared some nudes, and man, you can't do that these days. This person is in trouble. And then a guy was like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good today, so I'm not going to rob just one bank. I'm going to do a few. I'll give you the details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, do you love cake batter? Well, cue the confetti because the new Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat is here with cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and DQ signature sprinkles on every bite. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try try it. That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
Example 2022 Corolla LE, 36-month lease, 12K miles per year, 10,000 to its signing, includes new tag and first payment, no security deposit required, plus tax on approved credit.
It's a massive 2022 sell-off at Toyota of Hollywood. Truckloads of 2023 Toyotas are arriving daily. So now we're selling all remaining Toyotas at our absolute lowest prices. Like a pre-owned 2021 Camry SE, not $32,000, $23,775. A pre-owned 2021 Corolla LE, not $24,000, $16,775. Or lease a new 2022 Toyota from just $149 a month. $149 a month. Or buy with zero down. It's a massive 2022 sell-off at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Prices exclude tax, tag, registration, and title. Offers include $8.99 dealer fee. Ends 1/15/23.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff. In my job, keeping me in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hoke, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, "I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before." Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
It pays to listen. Open your free iHeartRadio app and listen to this station to be entered to win $5,000. Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Download the free iHeartRadio app for access to winning like never before.
It's the Marketer's Report.
Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
At Moderna, we have a mindset saying that we pivot fearlessly. And I think with audio, you can pivot fearlessly. You can go where the news is and bringing in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance when you do a TVC. You're able to create really nimble content, which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Accident-free on 95 throughout the Palm Beaches right now. You should be up to speed in West Palm on the Belvedere curve. We have a large bag in the right lane in Boca. This is northbound 95 just south of Congress Avenue. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you were back in the Penthouse on a Friday, July 7th. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good morning to you. This is Franny. Good morning to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And hopefully you were just tuned in because Rover gave you that keyword, and that keyword, well, that can give you $1,000. $1,000 in your hand is back. And Jimmy, do we have that keyword?
That keyword is pay, P-A-Y. Go to realradio921.com. When the window pops up for you, enter the keyword pay, and you will be in the running for $1,000, and you could win $1,000 this hour.
Perfecto. And good morning to you, G-Man.
Good morning to you, Miss Francis. Thank you for the welcome and all the other stuff. And time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Yep. Well, we have a guy who really tried to press his luck. A dude was arrested Thursday. Seminole County Sheriff's Office said Dwayne Edward Gilmore has been charged with robbery without a firearm, attempted robbery without a firearm, and grand theft. He is now hanging out at the John E. Polk Correctional Facility. And he tried to do not one, but two bank robberies. They say the double bank robberies all occurred on Wednesday. First one happened around 1:15 p.m. at the Seacoast. They said that he passed a note to the bank teller demanding money, implying he had a weapon, which in fact he did not. He was unsuccessful in trying to get the cash, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna back up slowly, and I'm gonna leave. And then about a half hour later, he tried to hit another bank that was about 20 minutes away from the first bank he tried to rob. He did the same thing, demanding money from a bank teller, and he did leave this time with an undisclosed amount of money. We don't know how much, but this time it worked for him. Well, they were able to track the dude. He was seen fleeing in a Ford Escape, and then they found it later parked at a the Escape.
No pun intended. Yeah.
That's perfect.
They found it parked at a Lake County hotel that night, and he was easy to find and arrested shortly after the fact. I guess he did not think about it, that his car was like right in front of the bank and they could get his license plate and see what kind of car he had and everything. Yeah, he didn't think it through very well. And then, man.
He almost got away with it.
Almost. 7-Eleven has been in the news a couple times this week. And this time, a Florida man we're talking about Robin, tried to rob a 7-Eleven store. Derek Shropshire was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, battery, and robbery. He is not only been arrested this time, but he is currently on probation for a couple of things that happened back in 2009. And they said that he went into a 7-Eleven, he entered the store and threatened the cashier with Florida man's favorite weapon, a machete, as he demanded all the cash from the store. Of course, the clerk opened up both registers, gave him the cash. Not a whole lot, a little over $200 that's in the register. And he fled on foot. They said that the manager contacted another 7-Eleven down the road to warn them, like, hey, there's a guy robbing 7-Elevens. There's one close by. You may want to be careful. And they said the other manager already recognized the suspect, saying he was there about 25 minutes before the robbery, which is interesting, but he didn't rob them.
Maybe he was casing a joint. And there was too many people.
And other store employees were like, oh, yeah, we totally know that dude. That guy's a regular. He shops here all the time. So it was not difficult to track this guy down. Police arrived at the scene and began to look for him. And they said in the beginning he wasn't found in the area, but detectives were able to get a positive ID on him from the store clerk in a photo lineup using surveillance footage. And, of course, the employees were like, yeah, this guy comes in here all the time. And they said it was not really hard to know who he was because he's wearing bright orange shorts and a bright blue shirt. And they said it's kind of his regular attire, too.
Go Gators.
Yeah. So they did go to his house. His back window and his screen were gone. So they're like, oh, yeah, he definitely jumped the house or jumped out of the window. They were eventually able to catch him after interviewing his wife and all this stuff. And she said, yeah, he gave me $100 earlier this day for rent. I was wondering how he got the money because he never contributes to rent. She said he never contributes to rent ever. And he's like, here's $100. Dude, you stole $200. Give her all the money.
He wanted to keep 100 walking around money. You never know.
Yeah.
Things might pop up.
Grab a Slim Jim.
Grab a Slim Jim.
It's an expensive Slim Jim.
He's got things going on.
Gotta eat, right?
Gotta eat.
And then finally, in your What the Florida, a Florida woman has been arrested for sharing her ex-lovers or nudes of her ex-lover on social media and threatening her. Yeah, you can't do that. Lanice Harris allegedly began harassing her ex-girlfriend after their 7-month-long relationship had ended. The victim said that she received a bunch of threats on social media, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, even on her text, saying like, I really hate you. You never cared about me. I'm going to kill you. I'm going for first degree. You'll be dead soon.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
She was mad.
Yeah. Saying all kinds of stuff. I'll shoot you in the effing face. They won't be able to find your body when I'm done with you. Like, bad stuff. They said that she made additional threats to her family, too, and uploaded naked photos of her online as retaliation when her ex refused to see her and ended up blocking her number. And so, yeah, she was like, you don't ignore someone who has your news. I'm going to find and expose you. And it's just, yeah, the messages get real nasty, but it's all directed. We all can figure out where they're coming from, too. And she was arrested at the Homes and is hanging out at the Homestead Police Department. And she was booked into she was arrested at the Homestead Police Department headquarters and booked into the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center. And that is You're With the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. We're going to come back with a new Greek misspeak. And don't forget, 11:45, your chance to win a gift card to New York Prime. We'll be back. Peace.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Capital One is a proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 7th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. It's Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains.
There's more of South Florida to see. Ride to white sand beaches in West Palm, taste new flavors in Boca Raton, or ride to a night out in Miami. Brightline makes getting around South Florida easier than ever. Book your next ride at GoBrightline.com.
Imagine it's the last ride, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are taking you for a ride. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about treating it with Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
If your home or business just isn't giving you the joy it once did, it's time for a refresh. Contact your local CertaPro painters and put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power of doing the job right, on time, and on budget. The power of proven experts with the skills to refresh, rejuvenate, and reinvigorate your home or business. Get your project started today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Hayes Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's a UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
Florida, we all know the weather can change at the drop of a hat. It's important to be the first to know so you don't get caught driving through the next thunderstorm unprepared while you're going to work, coming home from work, or even picking up the kids. I'm Fox 29 First Alert meteorologist James Whelan, making sure you're the first to know when the weather changes. Fox 29 First Alert weather at 10 p.m. We've got you covered.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Accident-free on 95 throughout the Palm Beaches right now. You should be up to speed in West Palm on the Belvedere curve. We have a large bag in the right lane in Boca. This is northbound 95 just south of Congress Avenue. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by STEM.
When you see a roach over there, you want it gone. Ew. Fast. STEM's Bug Killer Trigger is powered by active ingredients found in plants and kills roaches faster than Zevo's Bug Killer Trigger based on lab testing on the most common U.S. cockroach species. STEM. Rooted in nature, optimized by science.
Welcome to The Good Stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shape who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to The Good Stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. Stay cool if you're outside working. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids and taking breaks. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello, what's up?
And it's time for a new Greek Misspeak.
This is your Greek Misspeak.
And sometimes she would go out the window, and we were on the second floor, and go down Fire Steak.
Take the steak out.
Where's that steak? Negative.
That's a big no. We'll be back with it, though. We'll get up today.
What just happened?
Shot 30 times?
30 rounds, yeah.
I mean, maybe one shot, even if that. God forbid that guy didn't get hit.
Thanks.
You guys are hallucinating NyQuil.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Got some news about 101.7. We're going to tell you in a little while. If you're a football fan, it might make you do a jack-up.
Well, what are we waiting for?
They don't want that. Stay away. Sucks. The rain's bad. Mosquitoes are like bricks.
Who are you carrying all those bricks for?
Oh, reasons to turn on sex. You drop the soap in prison.
Good one.
And,
Rope on a soap.
Nope, that's not it.
When it comes to sports, I throw it at you straight. During the week, might be a couple things that you might rub the less of the band around the Tide box.
Screw this, I'm out. Stop laughing at me.
Great job, Jimmy.
Another nice job. Well, thank
So
you,
good.
Greek.
So
Can't
good.
do it without you, buddy.
It's a team effort.
So I have a question, and I think
right.
I can answer for all three of us, but I'm not going to. I think the answer is going to be yes. But would you say, Greek, that you are still a kid at heart?
Yes.
Franny?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
I think so, yeah. And I would like to say the same for myself. A new poll asked people if they consider themselves, quote, and if we can, we get rid of this saying, a kidult.
You don't like adults?
No, I think that's silly. That's the first time I've ever even heard of that. Is that something you've heard of?
I have not, no.
I've never heard of that before. That obviously is meaning someone who's still in the same, into the same stuff that they loved as a child. And that's where I would kind of differ when we started to get into this a little bit.
Do you like adult better than man-child? Exactly.
No, I don't know.
I know. I don't know many people who like to be called a man-child, but yes.
Can we stick with kid at heart?
Okay, there we go. I'll just say that instead.
59% said yes, and on some level they are. Over half said that they often buy themselves the stuff that their parents wouldn't. The top three things that we'd like to buy are video games, clothes, and junk food. A lot of us are also into still hanging out and having those old toys sitting around or on display. The top things we've kept include collectibles, stuffed animals, and dolls. The survey also had people rank the top signs that you're still a kid at heart. And some of these are rewatching old movies from your childhood, still watching cartoons. That's probably the one thing on this list that I might, every now and then, especially if it comes up like as a partial video from a cartoon, like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yes.
In like Instagram or Facebook or something like that, right? Then I'll get sucked into it.
It's funny that you say that because for some reason I think they forgot to change the TV, but Looney Tunes was on, and it was on like the old ones on the gym TV, and I was just like, I was mesmerized. It's been so long since I watched it. I put my Bluetooth on because you can do it where you can match the TV, and I just got stuck watching it. I forgot how good they are.
I'll tell you what, those are the classics.
Yes.
My favorite was Wile E. Coyote. I was a big fan
fan. Love that. You're frequently nostalgic for old toys or products from when you were a kid. Obviously, that goes back to people answering yes that they have them and they put them out for people to see. You quote movies from shows when you were young. Movies, definitely. I mean, I do it from time to time here. And, of course, getting drops from TV shows and movies is something that I do here. You found yourself Googling old toys or products from your youth. A lot of this has to do with that, right? So it's the toys from when you were a kid, like maybe a Cabbage Patch doll, more of probably on the female side, G.I. Joes, things like that, He-Mans from back in the day for the kids. If you're really still into that type of thing, I don't know. To me, being young at heart or a kid at heart is more about feeling youthful and having that kind of that immaturity, right? Because clearly I have that.
Because all those things that you listed, I really don't do. I don't have any. I don't have any toys from my childhood. I don't have any stuffed animals. Really don't play any video games. Maybe quoting movies or whatever from my past. But other than that, I took it as just like feeling young at heart.
Yeah, and they go on to saying stuff like wearing clothes from your youth, like the old bell bottoms or something. And
I'm wondering when I should stop shopping at Forever 21. I'm just kidding. It's been a while, but I do dress like a teenager.
You'd rather stay in and play board games than go out to eat or hit a bar. You display at least one childhood toy in your home or office. Again, it's more that's on the list. It's sort of the same thing. You've bought your kids at least one toy that you had as a child. It seems to focus more on those type of things rather than kind of just acting youthful that maybe they say it's not quite your age bracket.
And
right?
it may be different if you do have kids in your household, maybe because you get a little bit nostalgic when you see their toys or buying them stuff, or you want them to have what you had. So then you get yourself one too. So maybe it's just a different story that I'm just not aware of because I don't have any kids.
I guess having grown up, and seeing Katie grow up, when Carla and I met, she was 3, so I got like all those, those fun youthful years, and talking about the cartoons, right? And I loved cartoons when I was a kid. It was a Saturday morning thing, you sit down and you watch your Bugs Bunnies and the Looney Tunes. And well, for her it was Fairy Odd Parents, I believe.
The Fairly Odd Parents,
and of course, SpongeBob, a couple favorite. But I got into it, and I had just as much fun watching with her as she did, So, again, sort of kid at heart stuff.
I had no kids, and I still watch SpongeBob. I still did. I did.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants, obviously. But no, it is good. Is there anything that you could think of, G-Man? Because I feel like you're just youthful at heart, but anything maybe now kid-wise or things that you've purchased?
It depends what age you're saying kid. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? Are you thinking 10 or 15, in your mind, whatever it is? But I think, like I said, it's your mindset. Like somebody maybe who's at a pool and does a cannonball.
Yeah.
I mean, kid at heart.
You know what? I mean, you kind of laugh at that. I mean, I agree. I think of more things along those lines.
Yeah.
Than I do whether or not I have a He-Man or Stretch Armstrong toy from my kid.
I love a good slip and slide action. That's fun bringing that back.
I think 4th of July, if somebody's like, still doing fireworks and throwing them and running, stuff like that, you don't really see it as an adult.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, where you certain things. I think certain things that you do, that you did as a kid, if you still do. And I think it could be anything. Playing touch football, throwing a Frisbee around one of your buddies. There are certain things people just don't do. But yeah, I think it's your mindset more than anything. I really do.
If you want to add on to this conversation, you always can at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. We have a couple people who are participating with a few topics we brought up. As far as 10 reasons why people get in arguments over television, we talked about a lot of times they fall asleep. And then you have to play catch up again. And I said, my husband falls asleep all the time during movies or TV shows. And somebody says, Mateo, that's his name on Facebook, it's Matt, can't be blamed for falling asleep during a binge. Weed does it to me too, is what we got on there, 47142. I've never said that he smokes weed. We save on vacation. Jimmy was mentioning things that you can do to save on vacation. We save on vacation by pre-smoking and pre-drinking before we go out for the night. Well, maybe we don't save anything, but we sure do get buzzed. There we go. So happy weekend. Love the show. That's from Scotty. But because I have a feeling you probably get stoned and then you're like, hey, where are we going to go eat?
I gotta eat. Savings goes right out the window.
Yeah, what are we doing? I'm starving. So you can always participate with us at 47142. Just start off with Real Radio. And speaking of, today I'm just going to throw this out there. It is National Dive Bar Day. We've done it before. We'll do it again. Give us your favorite local dive bar for National Dive Bar Day.
breakers. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Such a dive over there.
We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta. And don't forget, 11:45, your chance to win tickets to a gift card, to New York Prime. We'll be back. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
The $1,000 in your hand is brought to you by Tropical Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Drew.
Tropical Auto Sales is over 40 years old.
And the reason Tropical has been around?
We offer amazing deals on cars and finance.
Yes, Tommy, and everyone is approved.
We also buy cars for cash.
So stop in for a coffee and visit Tropical Autos on North Lake Boulevard.
Tropical on the water.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earned doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's summertime, and it's hot, and it's going to stay hot. So you need your AC to work 7 days a week. No days off of your AC. And if your AC goes out, you don't want to ring your doorbell of your next-door neighbor, say, can I sleep on your couch? Well, I have the solution for you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. 855-4FL-HVAC. That's 855-4FL-HVAC. They provide all services for your AC. Tune it up and make sure it's working correctly. A maintenance plan where they can check on it periodically, make sure your AC is not going to break down. AC is also installed, and a 24-hour emergency service and repairs. If your AC goes down, you want to call somebody that's going to come to you quickly and not say, hey, we'll get to you when we can. At HVAC Solutions, their goal is to make things easier and to keep you cool all the time, 7 days a week. Call them today, 855-4FL-HVAC. That's 855-4FL-HVAC. Stay cool with them, and guess what? It's going to be a long, hot summer, so remember these guys. Filter by HVAC Solutions.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage Nasal Care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies, for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Hey, it's the Greek for Trajan Wealth. I believe anything that works in life, whether it's sports or business, it starts at the top. As a veteran, Trajan Wealth CEO Jeff Jr. fully appreciates the importance of true independence. He founded Trajan Wealth as an independent firm, allowing financial advisors the ability to customize a portfolio to meet your unique goals and needs. Call Trajan Wealth to discuss options for financial independence today. It's 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. If you have a 401k and you're not sure what to do with it, like I wasn't, call Trajan Wealth to discuss how you can make those funds work for you. Every day your money should be making money and gaining the independence that you want for the future. Trajan Wealth has the experts to help you every single day. 561-390-1000, 560-390-1000. Go to our website, TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Crash causing some big problems in Boca Raton. This is on the entrance ramp to southbound 95 from Congress Avenue. And you're going to want to find an alternate because we have this ramp shut down. And again, this is southbound entrance to 95 from Congress Avenue. Yamato Road is your alternate there. Once you get past that, things are looking good along 95 Delray North through to Jupiter. I'm Joel Malcolm.
This report is sponsored by Valero's 100 Days of Summer. Start saving on the road with Valero's 100 Days of Summer. Summer long, only with Valero Pay Plus. Download the app and start saving right now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Just a little helpful hint for those who watch shows with a partner and you happen to watch a show when the person's not there. The 4-way arrows on your remote control with the OK in the middle, if you hit down, it'll give you an option to start the show over. If you hit start over, the progress bar returns to the beginning. Therefore, you haven't watched the show and nobody knows. So make sure you hit start over after you've watched the show without your loved one. Peace.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That was pretty profound and deep. So remember that if you're watching it. You like it. There it is.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught like you watch the show if you're watching with your partner. And
It's in well with this show. Scamming.
Yeah.
Just scam upon scam. Just lie.
It's awesome. It's great. another way to lie. We learn so much around here.
We do.
It's just reality.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our audience helping us out. We
I like
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning, little buddy.
Francis is here. I love it every time.
That's true. That's true. Happy Friday.
It is time for a trifecta. And it's a Greek trifecta. All right, so Powerball, $540 million. Mega Millions, $427 million. Come on, you got to play it this weekend. Friday and Saturday night. Mega Millions is tonight. Powerball's tomorrow night. $2. Take a shot. And if you win, you can tell the world to kiss your ass, which is always a great thing. Miami Marlins take on the Phillies this weekend. Marlins one of the best teams in baseball. 4th best record in Major League Baseball. Having a great season. If they're not playing the Braves, they're doing great. I expect good crowds this weekend as they are taking on the Phillies. And then next week is the All-Star break. And the Circa NFL Sports Betting Contest, which I am in every year, which is very nice. People sponsor me, has raised the limit. Now they're going to give away over $14 million in prizes. Jimmy, you know what's crazy about this contest?
What's that?
If you're the worst one, and there's about 5,000 or 6,000 people, you get $100,000. If you're the worst, you get $100,000.
The worst in the money. All right, so there's
the worst one, last place. If there's 5,000 people, you have the worst record. You get $100,000.
Wow.
Every year they do that. They give away that. That is crazy. It's just you just.
So that's the minimum that you will win by being in it.
No, for last. last. They have prizes. They have tiers all the way up and down. But if you're the last place out of, say, 5,000 contestants or 4,000, you get 100,000.
That's great.
So there's 5 a week, whatever it is, 16 weeks, whatever it is. If you're terrible, say you're, 5 and 60, whatever, you can win $100,000. They do it every year. So maybe you can try to suck, and you never know. You probably wouldn't win anyway. But they say it's just as hard to pick losers.
Who cares? I'll take 100,000.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're the worst one ever, you still win $100,000. And that is your Greeks Trifecta Lunchtime Edition. Tom Brady and Kim Kardashian, rumors are heating up. There was a big party July 4th. Ruben had his annual party up in the Hamptons, and it was star-studded. Everybody was there. I mean, anybody you could think of was there. Ball players, movie stars, rappers, actors. And Kim was with the speculation that Kim and Tom were hanging out, but both their camps say no. What are the odds on that? Do you think Kim and Tom will start dating, Franny?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants all that in his life.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
At least just anytime soon,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's just gone through a divorce. He's trying to, focus on his kids and his life. Yeah, so I don't know, because like you said, they're both like, no. I mean, they were friends, and that was the thing. Like, they were like, oh, they were talking and laughing it up. Okay, yeah, because they know each other.
Yeah.
But there was no photographs of them taken together
Yeah.
because there was a lot of pictures that came from that party.
Oh, it was huge. Yeah, it's one of the biggest parties every year. That kid is a gazillionaire who throws it. He's got a mansion out in the Hamptons. I know he sold his business for like $1.2 billion, whatever it is. But everybody who you can think of, you got an all-star game there, an NBA all-star game. That's how many ball players are there. But yeah, Brady and Kardashian, you can bet on that offshore. I think it's 7-1 as I heard this morning. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
Yeah, we do. We got our buddy Vaughn checking in with us. Hey, Vaughn, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello, Governor.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hey,
How you
Vaughn.
feeling?
Sickness-wise, I'm all right. Emotionally, I'm getting better.
That's good.
As long as you're getting better, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we care about you. We're concerned. And at least we act like that on the radio, so we hope you're feeling better.
Leave it to G to make it sound so fugazi.
My job is to make you laugh. You laughed. I mean, so now your day's better. Any day you can laugh, you have a better day.
Your day's better, Vaughn. We're telling you.
You got a better day going, Vaughn.
Oh, man. So I was calling because I stopped at a light, and I see a palm tram bus, and plastered across the side of the bus is a Wild 95.5 sticker. And Spaghetti and Carmine's face are on it.
Yeah, Megan.
Oh, they make one, huh?
Yeah, they've
cool.
had. I think they've been for a while.
Yeah, they've been on a lot of buses.
Yeah, they've been on for a while.
And Franny's, I think, on the back.
I'm on the back of a bus.
Yeah, with Gator.
Is that still?
Well, no, this is a new one with Jason and I from the Gator Mornings.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't spotted it, but I've had a few spottings.
There's two jokes on this. One, I didn't know they had enough vinyl for Megan's nose. Second,
her nose is not big.
That's terrible.
Come on,
She does not have a big nose.
She's not here to defend herself.
Get out of here. You're out. That's it.
hey,
What's the second
I
joke?
have to go an old school zinger.
Yeah, what's the other second joke?
Carmine, he looks younger than he sounds on the picture. I was picturing
He's a young dude.
like Carmine to be.
I said he's a young dude.
Yeah.
I think he's in his 30s.
And
Yeah.
he's the one with the schnoz.
He's not here to defend himself, Jimmy.
Well, I'm just saying.
So you're saying they sound better than they look?
Oh my God.
I didn't say that.
Well, you just said that.
I think they're both attractive, and that's just my personal opinion, and I'm just going to put it out there.
They are.
You lay off my boy Carmine.
Yeah, Carmine's a good guy. We don't beat up
Oh,
co-employees.
no, you're right. You never do, G-Man.
What's his we?
I mean, they got what God gave him. You got to work with it. Some of us are more blessed.
Yeah. Well, with Megan, I know Megan, and the whole nose joke, that's just from her time being on the afternoon show. And
Yeah.
one of our things, we bust her about.
I never heard that.
They used to take brutal calls. They would have a day where you just call in and hate on them, on Dano and Megan and Nutter. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, they would just back to back take phone calls about people just giving them zingers.
Really?
I was like, man, that's brutal. I'm glad we don't do that.
Really? Because I got a request that we do that. It goes back to when they what is the one that Kimmel does? Mean tweets. Mean tweets, right? That was their version of mean tweets, right?
It was, and a lot of morning shows. I know other morning shows who do it. Well, they'll read one
right
a week. They won't just let people just willy nilly go after them.
Yeah, I mean, again, if it worked for them, that's nice. But, we don't, I never looked at Megan, thought she had a big nose, personally. I think she's a very pretty girl.
We picked on her nose. We picked on her testicles.
Wow, you're strong. Man, are you on the cover of GQ this month?
I wasn't. I didn't partake in that. This is my first time.
Oh, I just heard we.
Seems to be contagious.
We, as a Dano and Nutter show, we love them just like we love the Penthouse. Everybody has their own fan club, and we love everybody.
That's good.
Differently and equally the same.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like somebody, it's not for you. You change the channel.
It's like your kids. You love them equally, but do you really? I'm just kidding.
Nope.
It's just like how I feel about the morning show with Rover in Cleveland. I can't stand him. I hate his voice. So I just not listen to that show between that time block.
Well, Rover's a good guy and his crew, and if you don't like him, we understand. And, again.
Everybody's got different tastes.
Yeah, everybody's got different tastes. We're more of a positive show and uplifting, and we don't pick on people. We're judged.
Positive.
Humble.
Very true.
You
Very
do
true.
a lot of judging.
Nah, never.
I know you guys got the game coming up in 2 minutes. Try to kill some time for you.
Oh, yeah. And
thanks.
Vaughn, you're going to, I know.
Appreciate it.
Vaughn, you're going to like this because Friday nights we do Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan, but Megan is out of town this week, and so we have a surprise guest. So today at 7 o'clock with Pillow Talk, it's going to be Charisse. She's going to be in Megan's place. So it's Pillow Talk with Franny and Charisse this Friday night.
Yeah, I know who's going to be tuned in.
AJ? And Vaughn?
Yeah.
So, it was
Vaughn,
good.
we
had
hope
fun.
you feel better, and we always are concerned about you. We might break your stones a little, but we do care about you. So thanks for the call, and I hope you have a nice weekend.
Have a great one.
That was hard to say.
Y'all later.
Bye, Vaughn.
All right. That was really hard.
Sure it was.
Yeah, I'm sure. Stop. Thanks for writing that for me, Jimmy.
Anytime it's what we do. It's a team effort.
Wow, that was hard to read. It is the Penthouse, and it's time right now for you to pick up the phone and get a gift card to New York Prime, my favorite restaurant. You will love the steak wine list that goes on for days and a great atmosphere. 877-927-6969. And if you win, I will park your car. All you have to do is send Jimmy an email that day that you're going, and if I'm in the area, which I am, I live right across the street, I will come over, park your car. Don't worry, you don't have to sit with me or say hi to me, but I will park your car. How nice is that, Franny, huh?
That's so nice. It's a lie, but it's nice.
You don't think I would do that? I would definitely do that. If somebody won, I would go park their car. Why not? That's nice. I think it's a nice little gesture. You don't think I would do that?
Absolutely not.
Oh, my God. We've been together how many years? You don't know me by now?
I do. That's why I know you're not going to park anybody's car.
I would park your car, believe me, if you came. Give Jimmy a call. Phone lines are jamming, which is always good. Don't forget, tonight, you got Monroe's open all weekend summer series tomorrow night with a big DJ in the house. And next week, they got a big show coming up on July 15th with a hot performer lady and a DJ. We'll give you more details about that. Monroe's open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. Great atmosphere, 5-star beautiful menu, And if you want girls, that's where you need to be. If you're chasing tail, you should always be at Monroe's. Don't forget about that. Later in the show, Franny's going to tell you a couple times what to do this weekend, things that are on the agenda, and maybe you can add some stuff if you want to.
I never found what you were talking about with the Miami Marlins, just so you know, and I dug.
I think tonight is Beer Fest for the Marlins and Phillies. A couple of my friends said they were going.
Okay, I know that they had a beer fest a couple weeks ago.
And maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought they said tonight was Beer Fest.
You could be correct, G-Man, but I did not see anything, and I will dig deeper, but I was not on my things to do this weekend, so
yeah,
you said I was going to bring it up, so I was trying to do my best.
Yeah, somebody said, two of my friends yesterday told me they were going to the Beer Fest tonight at the Phillies and the Marlins, but maybe I'm mistaken. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready, and we're starting today's contest with... Our buddy Evan got in first. Hey, Evan, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, everyone.
Evan, how are you, pal?
Doing well. You know, Greek, Megan's a babe. Tasha was the one with the big nose.
Tasha was a babe, too.
Yeah, Tasha was very pretty.
Yeah, very attractive.
Yeah. And I really don't look at people I work with like that, to be honest with you. I just, we're workers. Evan, you know what I'm saying? Who hit that?
Who hit that buzzer?
So, Evan, are you ready to play Who's Most Likely to?
Si, senor.
All right. Here we go.
All right, Franny, obviously you know how the game works. Evan, you've been a listener for years, which we appreciate.
Did you just say Franny? Do you know how the game works?
I know how this game works.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah, I know, right?
Whatever.
I know.
Whatever. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's a Friday.
All right.
Go to Real TV. I got a great top on today. Go ahead. What do you got, Franny?
Oh, my goodness. So humble today, all day
Never
long.
ends.
We are the best dressed show.
Never ends.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Out of the three of us, we got G-Man, Jimmy, or Franny. Who is most likely to be the best at a game of tennis?
Franny.
Oh, thanks for waiting there, Evan. And, you know what? You're wrong.
Sorry. I'm sporty, but tennis is not my game, and G-Man's talked about playing tennis in the past.
Yeah, I've taken a couple lessons, and I play. I might be the best out of three of us. I don't know, but I played a few times.
All right, Yankees, Cubs.
Oh, Yankees are terrible right now. Terrible. They couldn't score on a Vegas Strip. They got beat by the Orioles last night, 14-1.
Saw that.
Yeah, terrible. Have a nice weekend, Evan.
All right, next up we have JJ. JJ, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's up, guys?
JJ, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, over 20 years.
Wow, God bless. It's awesome.
All right, JJ, let's see if we can get you set up with a $100 gift card to New York Prime. Franny, do you have another scenario ready?
Yes.
All right.
JJ feeds us. Let's feed him. All right, let's do this thing. We have... Okay, JJ, out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to drop their phone in the toilet?
All right, we have our answer, JJ. Out of the three of us, Francis, Greek, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to drop their phone in the toilet?
I'm hoping it's Franny.
Yeah.
There it is.
Correct.
That's right. I think it's happened, too.
A couple
right?
times, yeah.
A couple times.
Yep,
wow.
Yep.
JJ, congratulations. And if you go down to New York Prime, your gift card, I will park your car. So if you want me to park your car, just email Jimmy. And if I'm in the neighborhood, I'll come out and park your car.
Cool. Thank you.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
That's awesome.
Don't sound so excited by that offer, JJ. Jeez. Cool.
Whatever.
We got a couple of dive
Can
bars.
you wash it?
And New York Prime is far from a dive bar, but on the other end, it is National Dive Bar Day. And we got a couple dive bars that came in. So we have Frenchie's Bar in Palm Springs. They said it's been there forever and seems like it never closes. Haven't heard of it. Got to check it out. Love a good dive bar. And then also got on my personal text line. They said Square Grouper, not necessarily a dive bar, maybe like a dive tiki bar. And I can kind of get that feel on there. And then also, if you've not been there, this is in in Jupiter. It definitely is. It's a cool spot. It's called Ralph's Stand-Up Bar. And
Ralph's.
Yeah,
Nice.
Ralph's is fun. It's near Miller's Ale House over there where we used to
All right, we should broadcast
in
Yep,
Jupiter.
I know where it is.
Yeah. So share with us your favorite dive bars on a National Dive Bar Day.
Yeah, a lot of people, they have a certain place that they love to go. And there was just a place in Boca that got knocked down. And guys went there for years, and they loved it. And they were sad when it got down. It was called Nippers.
Okay. Oh, wow. Nippers has run around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's
real-
gone, huh?
Yeah, it's gone. And a couple of guys that I was really good friends with, they used to go there all the time. And they brought it up like, oh, man, it got knocked down.
I got to say, dive bar restaurant, they just do beer. But Brass Ring, the original one, is one of my favorites. And then Uncle Mick's in Jupiter is a great dive bar spot, too. If you haven't been there, that's in Jupiter, just like right off 95 and Indiantown Road. So those are my two favorite.
Yeah, if you guys have any that you want to add to the list, give us a call, 877-927-6969. Dive bars. And again, it doesn't mean the place is a dive. It's just a place that you really enjoy. And
No,
love.
it's a dive.
It's a dive?
Well. That's the whole point of it being called a dive bar.
Okay. Then
Oh,
it's
my
a dive.
God.
Then it's a dive.
There is I know,
Maybe
Jimmy.
the Red Roof Inn?
Doesn't have to be a dive. Just a place you enjoy. No, it's a dive bar. There is a restaurant called the Dive Bar in Jupiter that's actually really nice. So don't, because they're more like, they're about like, they have a big aquarium in there.
Oh,
There's fish.
nice.
So that's why they call it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a place that's an absolute dive.
It's like a blank hole.
Yes.
It's bad.
Yes.
But you love it.
But the cheaps, the drinks are cheap. The food is good. Everything's fried. Yes.
It's been a while. Is Landing Strip still around?
Oh, I don't know.
That was sort of a dive bar back in the day, was it not?
Sorta.
Yeah. The strip club?
Nah.
I think it was.
It was.
Right, yeah, right.
Wasn't it?
Right
Next
by
to
the
the airport. Is
Yeah.
that still around?
I don't know.
I got a dive bar across the way from me, but they're fun. And I tell you, Jimmy, that you should go in there one day because they're a Bill's bar. The crazy horse.
Yeah, the crazy horse. Yeah. I looked into it too. They look like they got great food. I got to
They
stop
always
in
talk
there
about
one
what is it,
day.
the beef on weck? Is that a thing?
Beef on whack?
Beef. What is it called? It's a buffalo thing. Beef on. Am I saying it right? On. I don't know.
Oh,
I thought maybe you
I
might
don't
know.
either. It doesn't sound familiar.
Beef on weck. Yeah, I think it's a buffalo. It's like a beef, roast beef kind of sandwich.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's
they
a
always
place
talk about
in Boca, Salts and Spirits, and it's downtown Boca, and it's a local place.
I don't believe
I
it's
don't-
a dive bar.
No,
We're going to downtown Boca.
It's in Boca. It's not
like
a
a
dive bar.
It's a little like Tiki Hut. It's not a great place. It really is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and a couple of my buddies go there once in a while, and I
You just
stop
think
in.
Boca would be like, no dive bars here.
The burger's only $75. It's a bargain.
The waitresses are hot. But yeah, I think it's called Salts and Spirits, and it's on what the hell road is that on?
It looks cute. It looks like a tiki bar.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm amazed I even got the name right. But yeah, it's an old place and very small, and it's pretty beat up. But a couple of my friends go there once in a while, and then once in a while I'll meet a bookmaker there or something like that in the area.
Okay.
It is the Penthouse.
My
It
ass.
is-
Anybody buying it? Anybody?
Here we go. Oh, this is right on, and it is. And I've been there because they're open all the time at like 7 in the morning. Because my husband and I used to take out the boat very early, and just to get it out there before, because we didn't have it docked in the water, so we want to go and hit the ramp and make sure, especially on holidays. So we'd get there early. We'd get there like 7 a.m. and then we would wait for everybody. So we put it out on the dock, and then we would go into inlets. I think it's Harbor Inlet. It's right there in Riviera before you cross the bridge.
Yeah.
Before you cross the Blue Heron Bridge.
There you go.
There's
Riviera
a
Beach.
there's
There
a
we go.
liquor store attached to it, and then there's Inlet, and that's a bar. And like I said, 7 in the morning we went in there, and some of these people look like they had been there since 7 that night. And
Now
just
that's a dive bar.
it is. And the waitress, we asked for Tito's, and she filled that thing up like it was like I was like, oh, it's 7 in the morning, lady. I wanted a bloody. I mean, I know that's early, but it is.
Even
what
I
it is.
have limits.
Exactly. Drinking at 7 in the morning. I was like, holy moly. And it was only like $6 or something.
Oh, jot down that address.
No, I'm surprised I only went there once.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Awesome. All right.
Yeah, but you were right on point with this. And we have another one quickly. I love this place too, and they're super dog friendly. So thank you for the suggestion. Dixie Bar and Grill. That's in West Palm on Dixie Road. Makes sense. The owners, Rachel and her husband, are fantastic people, and they brew their own beer.
Oh,
So they have all kinds of beer, but they brew their own beer, and they have a dog menu too. So they're dog friendly. They have like different things they'll cook up for your pup, and it's one of those places that you go in and there's stuff all over the ceiling and walls.
Oh, that reminds me of the place we went to for Jason's birthday party the other
Yes,
day. What was the
like
name of that,
that.
place?
Ugh.
In Jensen.
Yep.
It's right behind the.
There was an aquarium or next
the
to
Carfax.
it. Yeah, there was a
Or
place.
CarMax.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I
But
can't think of the name
I
of
can't either. But yep, you're right.
Must have been a great place.
It was cool. But like old school lunch boxes and old school plane, like it's just there's so much to look at.
Find out where this is. I'm dying to
and
go.
I've just told you it's Dixie and West Palm Beach.
Awesome.
It's a great place.
I just told you what it was. Oh.
They've done our tastings event multiple times.
Oh, okay.
They brought beers and stuff and food when we do it at the outlets. They're great people.
All right, that is on the agenda today. Dive bars. Tell us your favorite dive bar that you like to go in. You don't care what it's like. It's just a place that you feel like is home. And of course, you could also ask us anything. Jimmy and Francis will be 100% honest. If you get me, 50-50.
Landing strip is no longer around. Sorry to bum you out. That's
No?
what I got in the text line.
How about Mermaid Lounge?
Ooh, I have
Landing strip closed.
I have a story about that.
And Ricky Martin getting divorced?
Yeah,
What else is going
and
wrong?
Mermaid, I have a story, but I can't tell you on air, Jimmy. I'll tell you.
Well, I got one for you, too, that I can tell on there. Was that the House of Brews that we were at?
Yes.
Was that the name of it?
Yes,
Yeah, that was
yes,
it. That was a great place.
It was.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back with some fun facts about candy canes.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or
it is
dive bars.
Maybe.
We'll be back.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Raid.
This can't keep your loved ones protected from pests, but Raid can. For 60 years, Raid scientists have worked to protect people around the world, including the ones you love most. Raid, protection for all.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep and a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements, learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better, night after night. Sleep next level, only from Sleep Number.
The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is now only $8.99, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure. Storm Smart's here to stay. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow. Storm Smart.
Place your bid and pay 30, 40, up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's Inn's pre-auction sales center. Choose from over 700 economy cars, family cars, sports cars, luxury cars, trucks, and sport utility vehicles at up to 50% less than their original MSRP. And all qualifying vehicles are backed with a 30-day return policy for your peace of mind. Need credit? Get pre-approved in seconds online at preauctionsalescenter.com. Plus, we want to buy your car and pay you thousands more than it's worth. Pay up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's Inn's pre-auction sales center on 441 just south of Sheridan Street in Hollywood. Click preauctionsalescenter.com or call 844-MY-PRICE. Open till midnight.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom,
I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. Along with that, I'm good for about 4 liters of soda a night. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago weighing 341 pounds, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bank at Real Radio 9. And Real Radio.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, after us, it's the News Junkies. And then you got a new edition of Pillow Talk with a special guest. And then you got Lex and Terry. Locker room tomorrow, 11 to 3. Joe, Jimmy, and that other guy. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And we have some facts of fun.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. So we're going to kind of do something a little bit different. It is National Dive Bar Day, and these are 11 traits every good dive bar has. I'm going to sprinkle in some other ones, like signs you are in a real dive bar, and you can play along with us. But I am going to add to here, so thank you very much. We have a few people, Foster's Shack on Belvedere Road. They said it's near the horse track. Is a horse track over there? Dog track, maybe.
The dog track.
Dog track. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know there was. So Foster's, they said hours are 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. every day. Beers, burgers, pool, and smoke friendly. From Kevin and Jupiter, we got another vote here for the Brass Ring. I love that place. They said landing strip has been closed for a long time and was knocked down, maybe even caught on fire at some point. They said used to love going to dive bars, and one memorable experience was walking into Foster's 2 on Okeechobee Boulevard, and the owner was in there passing out drinks for free because the tenants hadn't paid their rents. Wow. That's
a party.
So that was it. A long day, and dealt with some very interesting people that live right behind the establishment. Yep, we got Harry's Banana Farm on Dixie and Lake Worth. Been there forever. I've always wanted to go in there. Every time I drive by it, I've always like, man, I want to go. And I never have.
Harry's Banana Bar?
Harry's Banana Farm.
Do they sell bananas?
I
would wonder.
It's been there for ages. And every time I was like, one day I'll get in there.
Put it on your bucket list.
Somebody said Wise Guys. They asked if I ever ventured into there. I have not. They said we used to get smacked there. Probably why. Oh, it's not there anymore. That's probably why I was not. The Mermaid used to be on the corner of Southern and Military, and I believe moved to like roughly Congress and Summit when they widened Southern Boulevard. It's a biker bar now.
Right.
Yep. We have, and then the Tropical Inn in Boynton Beach, Total Dive Bar. Been there over 40 years, and that's from Donna. So here we go. Thank you for participating, and these are some signs that you are probably hanging out at a dive bar. And like I mentioned, add your own. They say cheap drinks. We know that. Solid Dive Bar, they're ridiculously cheap, especially the beer. I know buddy Jason was saying on the Gator was up in Cleveland, and he showed me a receipt, and he was at a major dive bar, and like cocktails were like $2. It wasn't even beer. I was like, what the? That's unheard of.
That's a good place.
Another sign you're at a dive bar, greasy bar food. Mostly these dive bars, they just got like a fryer and a little grill. That's about it.
Yep.
Say bar snacks are always a bonus. Not all dive bars will have them. They say, but be careful you watch who's cooking your food, because notice old Jim come out of the bathroom and stick his hand right in the pretzel bowl. So you got to be careful with that. They say signs of a dive bar.
Sorry.
An indescribable smell. Some signs of a dive bar.
Oh, nice.
They said, you know that smell, the lingering scent of possible mold to that leak in the roof that hasn't been fixed since 1985, or one too many beers that have been spilled on the ground and not mopped up.
Mm-hmm.
You know that smell. Colorful characters. Yes. Whether it's a dive bar, karaoke bar, whatever it is. Your regulars, and that's part of it. You have a lot of regulars, and some of them are quite interesting. Dive bars, they said sometimes, or not sometimes, most of the time tend to be in dicey buildings. A true hole in the wall. They said a lot of these dive bars are in just pretty crappy buildings. You look at them, you're like, oh, should they still be here?
One broken chair.
They say you're in there and you find yourself questioning the stability of the bar you're about to walk into. They're like, if you do, you're probably at an awesome dive bar. Bathroom graffiti. Total sign of a dive bar. You in there, if you're in the bathroom and you see just all kinds of stuff written on the stalls.
Yeah. Here I sit, brokenhearted.
It's funny that you say it. Honest mottos. You know, a lot of them have them. Like, we cheat tourists and drunk since 1929, or no fussing, no cussing, no hassling, no wrestling. They said clubhouse for the lunatic fringe. All kinds of, a lot of them have their own mottos that they have on there. Also signs you're at a dive bar. The bartender's a little cranky.
A little. Can I get you anything? What do you want?
Cranky bartenders, maybe a sign that you're at a dive bar. They say we like to think it's because they care, but they probably just really don't like you.
That's right.
Yep. And then another thing on here excuse me, choking. That was not a sneeze.
Oh, sorry.
It's me kind of choking on my spit.
Another sign I would think at a dive bar, there's at least one broken chair. That does it,
Probably multiple.
Yeah, chairs, you go to a bar and
there's one unbroken chair.
Yeah,
Maybe one unbroken. You're right. Everything else is broke. And they wobble. The tables are not even.
There's no more backs to it. Like the back is broken off.
Hey, this chair's missing something. Get out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's only one leg.
Dollar bills. When you have the dollar bills stapled on the wall and the ceiling, and you can write on your own dollar bill and stuff, and you put it up there, say that could be a sign that you are at a dive bar. Another thing here, a Guinness sign. I think any kind of beer sign on there is a thing that you're on the dive bar. And on here, this finally signs you're at a dive bar. And I want you to just go ahead and tell us if this is it. They said that there's definitely history. Dive bars have become trendy. In fact, bars open every week that are themed as dives, but dives aren't created. They become dive bars. So that even though they're trying to be trendy, it's one of those things. Yep, they just become it like any other business. Shiny and new, that's how they start. But then through time, after a steady stream of locals and regulars witnessing some history, good and bad, outside their doors, they devolve instead of evolve into the state we have collectively called the dive. They say, don't fall for the theme place to go on an authentic dive. Go to one of those if possible. And there you go for your National Dive Bar Day.
Thank you so much, Francis. Fun facts. We do it once a show. We're going to come back on a new Greek misspeak. I'm going to tell you some information about slot machines. And in this hour, first batch of things to do this weekend by Francis. We'll be back. Peace.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, we know the importance of giving our clients more. More experience, more results, more than 800 lawyers ready to fight for you. Need more reasons? We have recovered more than $15 billion and have more offices nationwide. But don't take our word for it. Check out any of our more than 28,000 five-star Google reviews from our clients. So, if you've been injured at work or in a car accident, remember, you deserve more. And we at Morgan & Morgan are ready to fight to get you just that, more. Don't wait. Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you call America's largest injury firm, you get the backing of a national firm, along with a dedicated team from your community, handpicked by us. When you need a fighter, you need us. Call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. forthepeople.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 West Palm North towards the Gardens, no problems. Things running smoothly. You are right up to speed. Now we do still have that crash causing major backup. Stop and go southbound. This is in Boca Raton at Congress Avenue. Exit and entrance ramp blocked, so avoid that area for now. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned.
Yes. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday, getting ready for the weekend. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie, a new edition of Pillow Talk with Francis and a special guest. And then it is Lex and Terry Locker Room tomorrow, 11 to 3. Sports Talk with a big edge, Jimmy, Joe, and that other guy. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And now it's time for a new Greek misspeak.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
And sometimes she would go out the window, and we were on the second floor, and go down Fire Steak.
Take the steak out.
Where's that steak? Negative.
That's a big no. We'll be back with it, though. We'll get up today.
What just happened?
I don't know.
30 times?
30 rounds, yeah.
I mean, maybe one shot, even if that. God forbid that guy didn't get hit.
Gee, thanks.
You guys are hallucinating NyQuil.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Got some news about 101.7. We're going to tell you in a little while. If you're a football fan, it might make you do a jack-up.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You don't want that. Stay away. Sucks. The rain's bad. Mosquitoes are like bricks.
Who are you carrying all those bricks for anyway?
Oh, reasons to turn down sex. You drop the soap in prison.
Good one.
And,
Rope
yes.
on a soap.
No, that's not it.
When it comes to sports, I throw it at you straight. During the week, might be a couple things that you might rub the little acid band around the Tide box.
Screw this. I'm out.
I'm out. Hey, Franny, you look like you're in really great shape. Are you working on your jack-ups?
I am. That's why every day I do my
Nice.
jack-ups.
Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Uh-huh. I had G-Man show me what it was at first because I had no idea. And so now I do them all the time.
Oh, is that why HR called?
Slot machines are a big part of Las Vegas. And guess what? The average slot machine makes a day. Now, there's hundreds in casinos. But I was surprised at this amount. What do you think the average slot machine makes per day? Profit. That's it. Not what it takes in, what it makes.
Not
What
what
do you
it takes in, but what it makes profit. I don't know. Wow. Jeez.
24 hours.
You want to think like thousands, right? But when you average it out, because there's some that don't get played, for like an entire day. So I'll say $1,000.
The average slot machine make per day. 1,000 sounds good. I'm gonna just let's go $750.
It is $750.
It is?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you check my notes?
No.
All right, good, because I just made that up. No, it is $7.50. That's the amount.
Wait, did you just make that up?
No, that's the average amount. No.
Is that facts?
That's what I read last night.
Oh, okay.
The average, you can look it up. What does the average slot machine make in Las Vegas? I mean, it might be different amount. Now, there are, in a lot of casinos, there could be 100. There could be 200. But the average slot machine I read makes
And I mean, I guess because you got the penny slots.
Yeah, you got everything.
You got nickel, a quarter.
$25.
Yeah.
There's so many slot machines, and slots are usually the number one thing where they're making their revenue.
Specifically in Vegas?
Yes, Vegas. This kid showed me the stat last night, or the other night when I was out with him. But yeah, $750. That's what he said. Now, that could be different reports or different things like everything else, but $750.
I'm reading way lower.
I believe it because there's so many. And they're not all being used, obviously, at the same time, right? And then, like you say, you got penny slots all the way up to what? What's the highest slot? You can
There's $25.
is it 20 or
$25.
20. That's the absolute highest.
Jimmy, I don't know. There might be 50 or 100.
I was going to say,
yeah, it might be.
Okay.
Yeah, I know if like there's a $25, minimum, you could play 100. You could put in 4.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
if it's a $25 slot machine, then you can probably play upwards to
200,
maybe 200 a roll.
Yeah, G-Man, I'm seeing a couple of articles here, and they're saying like the average pay or the average amount that a slot machine makes is around like just a little over 200. There's net amounts from 219 to 250
per
machine per day.
Yeah, 2 nights ago I showed 750.
Okay.
This kid was showing me, and like I said, there's always different reports and different things.
Mhm.
He was showing me in Vegas. I don't know, but that's what he said. But there is so many machines, and that's where they crush it per day. I'm not a big slot guy, but that big progressive, or you're here to, the bells and whistles, that's what you're always hearing when you walk into any casino. And that attracts you. A lot of people like it.
Yeah. You know what else attracts me is a salary of $230,000 a year. And we're talking about money. That's what they're saying. That is what people feel like that they need to earn. In fact, over $230K a year to be comfortable. That is
what?
Yes. Americans feel like they would need to earn an average of $233,000 a year to be secure or comfortable with their finances.
Where was that survey taken?
Right?
Beverly Hills?
Yeah, New York City.
San Francisco?
And this is from this is from the Census Bureau. And it was also a Bankrate survey did this. And so, yeah, that's how they would feel comfortable. Only 28% of Americans feel completely financially secure. Only 26% don't expect they'll ever be financially secure.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
And of course, economic factors like inflation keep them from being financially secure. Well, that's like 63% of people say that, while 36% blame rising interest rates. But yeah, that's I know, Jimmy. I thought that too. I mean, that's a big number.
That's astronomically high.
It's a big number.
And it depends what your nut is, like everything else. Your number could be a lot lower.
That's a big nut.
Yeah.
Damn.
And women actually feel a little bit more so than men. And on average, women feel they need more money than men do to be comfortable. Women say they need to earn roughly $237,000 a year to be comfortable.
The extra $7,000.
Wow.
It's probably for shoes.
Yeah, shoes or handbags.
And Botox. They need that extra $7,000. It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday. We are going to come back with a trifecta and things to do this weekend. First batch of that in the Penthouse on a Friday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
The $1,000 in your hand is brought to you by Tropical Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Drew.
Tropical Auto Sales is over 40 years old.
And the reason Tropical has been around?
We offer amazing deals on cars and finance.
Yes, Tommy, and everyone is approved.
We also buy cars for cash.
So stop in for a coffee and visit Tropical Autos on North Lake Boulevard.
Tropical on the water.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Marlins will try to get back into the win column tonight when they open a series against Philadelphia. Miami was denied a sweep of the Cardinals last night. After splitting their first 2 Summer League games in Sacramento, the Heat are off to Las Vegas. They'll square off with the Celtics. That one's tomorrow. And former Heisman Trophy winning running back Mark Ingram will join Fox Sports. He'll be a studio analyst for their Big Noon Kickoff show. I'm Scott Davidson.
The brilliant EQE SUV from Mercedes-Benz, available with digital light technology. So smart, even the headlamps are thinking. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQE-SUV.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out two amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's the UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
I've had this receding hairline, and I've tried a lot of these other products, and nothing really seemed to work. And I was introduced to Harem, and, after 3-4 months, I started seeing some new hair growth, especially where, in that receding hairline area. And my receding hairline is now no longer receding. My wife, she loves it. She says I look younger, and I'm telling all my friends about it. Product works great. It's making my hair a little bit darker. There's no chemicals in this. It's all natural, and I love it.
Made for men and women, Harem repairs and nourishes the scalp, which is the foundation for healthier hair. This, in turn, activates dormant hair follicles, which results in new hair growth. Harem treats receding hairlines, the crown of the head, and thinning hair. For a natural solution to regrow thicker, healthier hair, go to GreatLifeNow.com. Use code Radio15 and get 15% off, plus free shipping. Go to GreatLifeNow.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Boca Raton continues to be our busy spot. We have a new crash on the southbound side of 95. It is just north of Yamato Road. It's on the right shoulder, though. Still having those backups with a closure southbound 95 at Congress Avenue. That exit ramp remains closed. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own.
Beaches and the Treasure Coast. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon.
And now it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Mega Millions is $427 million, and Powerball is $440 million. That is this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. Get out there, play a ticket, throw it up in the air, and say, let's do it. Snap. Maybe you'll win. And if you win, remember you heard it, so give us a tip. Marlins are home all weekend against the Phillies, getting ready for the All-Star break. Marlins are having a very good season. All the guys who pick games and the experts never thought they were going to have this kind of season. They have the fourth best record in baseball, the Marlins. So hats off to the Marlins as they take on the Phillies. And the Miami Heat in Portland, there is still no movement in the big trade. People are speculating when it's going to happen. And now Portland, out of their camps coming, they might wait until the season to trade Lillard. The Heat have already announced that they are interested. He said that's where he wants to be, but he doesn't have a no-trade contract clause. So they can trade him anywhere. His agent has reached out to other teams, and if you're not Miami, he doesn't want to come there. He has said that to everybody. Whether or not that works, I don't know. But that's the big news, and the NBA people are waiting for that shoe to drop from free agency, which started last Friday, and millions of dollars were exchanged with a lot of guys changing teams and some guys re-signing. And that is your Greeks Trifecta lunchtime edition, and now it's over to Franny's for this Things to Do this weekend.
All right, so we got some things. Not a super pack weekend, but we got some things going on, and including, as G-Man mentioned, you do have the Miami Marlins playing the Philadelphia Phillies at Lone Depot Park, but I don't see anything extra besides that happening. They are going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I can't find anything. I tried my best.
All right, somebody told me it was a beer fest.
They did a beer thing last week. They do them every now and then.
Yeah, the Bark at the Park there. I went on the 4th or 5th or something like that.
Yeah, they do that too. Yeah. I searched high and low. Maybe your buddies know something that we don't know.
But maybe they're mistaken.
I tried my best, yes. And then also tonight, Matchbox 20, if you're a fan of them, they're going to be at the I Think Financial Amphitheater.
Awesome.
Your neck of the hoods, G-Man. Meisner Park Amphitheater in Boca Raton. If you like Van Halen, there's going to be a Van Halen tribute band.
What time is that?
Check that out.
Jump on it, Green.
I see what you did there.
Awesome. I'm wearing my Eddie Van Halen pants. I'm ready to go.
Nice.
If you're feeling like a thespian today, you can go to the Palm Beach Shakespeare Festival, also known as Shakespeare by the Sea.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so it is. It's,
Go ahead.
it
You want to
started
make the joke
yesterday.
or you want
Go
me
ahead,
to?
Go ahead.
I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say anything. To be.
It is running through July 16th at Jupiter's Carlin Park. And this is Shakespeare's Measure for Measure is performed on stage each night at 8 p.m. After the initial run, there will be an encore performance at Commons Park in Royal Palm Beach. And that's going to be from July 20th through the 23rd. So it's that popular. They put it into, they bring it to a different area, different city, different parks. And then tomorrow, you have Foreigner playing along with Loverboy. That's going to be at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. Tomorrow night, I will be there. It should be a good time. Then this is something that sounds right up my alley if I was not going to be at the Foreigner concert. The first annual South Florida Wing Bash.
Wing Bash?
If you love some chicken wings, this is for
Hold
you.
on. I'm taking notes.
This is going to be at John Prince Park. This is Lake Worth, if you're not familiar with it. That's happening tomorrow. It's an evening event, and only those 21 and over will be admitted. It's going to feature thousands of wings from nearly 24 local restaurants and food trucks. Tickets will include unlimited wing samples and unlimited alcoholic beverages. Vendors will be judged during a blind taste to determine which one is the best wing of them all. And guests will also determine which one gets the People's Choice Award for the wings.
Man, I'm not old enough.
Sure, you can't go.
Right.
Live music. There's going to be a game area featuring axe throwing, cornhole, beer pong. I know, it sounds like a blast.
Holy crap.
Right? And portion of the proceeds goes to the West Palm Beach nonprofit, the Children's Healing Institute.
Oh, even better.
If you want to get more information on that, because it sounds amazing, first annual, so let's keep it going so I can go next year. It is the SouthFloridaWingBash.com. You gonna try to check that out, G-Man?
I don't know about that one.
No?
I'm still. I gotta fit into Shakespeare.
All right.
To be or not to be?
I figured that you might.
He's looking up thespian.
Yeah, I don't know about throwing axes for me if that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm with you too. Also, if you
I love how it gets offended when you say
I know, he says it, but when I say it, get offended. Oh, so I'm just used to it.
I get beat up way more than you.
I just agreed with what you said.
Whatever. Good.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Forget about it.
Oh, sausage and peppers. Forget about it.
These
Chihuahua face?
That's all I got. Oh, actually, Sunday at the Miami Marlins, Philadelphia Phillies, Lone Depot Park, it's pickleball day.
That's what it was.
Oh, was it?
Oh, boy.
Nothing to do with beer.
Got me a pickle.
It's pickleball day.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Yep. That's all I got right now. And if you ever have anything you want to add to this, you can always hit us up. That is 47142. That is the text line. Oh, wait, I did forget about this one. I'm sorry. And how could I? I have it tattooed on me. The Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse is turning 163 years old.
I wanted to say something.
On Monday. And I know. And
but I didn't want to take away your thunder. Just an old tattoo thing.
Turning 100.
Yeah. Mostly because of that.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm pretty.
Jimmy walked to the studio. First thing we said, 163 years.
163, that lighthouse.
Jupiter White House.
Remember she got that tattooed on her ass?
Wow.
So it's the birthday's on Monday, and but they're gonna have a party to celebrate a couple days earlier. And they first lit on July 10th, 1860. The lighthouse is one of the oldest structures in Palm Beach County.
Wow.
Well, it's been automated for over 30 years. The lighthouse was manned by 80 keepers from 1860 to 1987. And tomorrow's party is gonna be family friendly, featuring games, cornhole, lawn tic-tac-toe, along with live music. Sign me up. Yep.
Got me a cornhole.
I know you love cornhole. Live
my
music.
God, like a root canal.
Yep. They're going to do guided tours if you've never done a tour of the lighthouse. I highly recommend it. And food trucks. Starts at 10 in the morning.
They're going to put a food truck in the lighthouse?
Inside it. On the top. It's going to spin with the light.
Wow, that is amazing.
You are special. All right.
163 years.
JupiterLighthouse.org if you want more information on that.
On the docket today, you can always call us at 877-927-6969. If you like the way we sound, you might like the way we look. more, go to our website, go to Real TV, check out Jimmy, Francis, and myself in studio, always sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And don't forget, it is the summer, so the summer series continues tomorrow night. Geo Black's in the house spinning at Monroe's, and every Saturday night they got a famous DJ stopping to pump in some energy into Monroe's, along with the beautiful lady. So that is a 1-2 punch you do not want to miss.
Franny, I got a question for you. Since you're always on vacation, so is there anything that you do or that Matt does when you go away out of country to protect yourself money-wise?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really carry cash on us and
Right.
stuff, and a lot of time you can't because they don't. You have to do an exchange, right,
Right.
with money. Other than that, we will let our credit card companies know as well
Right.
too that we are traveling. But I mean, we're pretty good. We don't, as far as financially, that's like most of the stuff we do. I make sure like we purchase certain things. Like I don't carry a regular handbag with me.
Okay.
I carry something that's a little closer to my body if I have to.
So it can't be
and
stolen.
Matt, Matt got like a man's satchel too,
Okay.
so he couldn't get pickpocketed or whatever it is. And then other than that, we were pretty good at not bringing anything, like we don't bring anything valuable with us as far as jewelry and stuff like
Right.
that.
Multiple credit cards, that type of thing.
Typically just bring one with us.
Just one?
Just one.
You might want to rethink that. And I got a story here for you of a couple that went to Costa Rica and they got absolutely hammered here.
Heard about this.
So yeah, an American couple was vacationing in Costa Rica and they were charged $29,994.33 to get it right to the penny for an Uber ride.
Mm-hmm.
Now what had happened is apparently, and I don't, do you know how to pronounce this? Is it Colognes? Colognes? Colnes. That's their monetary device.
Costa Rica.
So they ended up charging. So that's how much it was in that.
Okay.
Whatever that is, right? Like a peso or
Uh-huh.
something like that, right? Well, it should have equaled 55 American dollars.
Okay.
But they charged it in American dollars to theirs. So they actually charged them 29,000 American dollars. And because of that, it locked up their credit card. Obviously, because it went over the limit type thing, and of course, and they had already even warned that because they were going to be out of country, they did what you did, and we did the same thing when we went away, which was to notify the credit card company, hey, we're going to be out of the States.
Yep.
If you see any charges, it's legit. It's okay. Don't. So anyway, she says her bank told her that the charge was able to bypass security measures because of giving them the travel notice. So it makes you wonder whether that's a good thing or not. But
Yeah, you're right.
I think more times than not, it does help you. Uber, when contacted directly to their, so what they contacted Uber.
Because that would have been an Uber issue.
Right. Well, that was the problem, right? Uber screwed up, but Uber was telling them, well, you got to talk to your bank. The bank was saying you've got to talk to Uber. So they were like a ping pong ball between the two.
Sounds like what happened for my trip, the Jamaica trip. We were getting ping ponged around
Yeah, as far as the
from like Expedia to the hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
They must have had great credit though, because the card took it.
Yeah.
Because if it goes over your limit, it gets declined. I don't care what it is. Like if you had a $500 credit card limit, you go to a restaurant, you put $1,000.
But it locked their creded card up.
No, I know, but I'm saying
so it didn't help them out having that. I mean,
So they just got confused with the exchange because with Uber, you typically don't you pay in advance, right? Because it tells you how much the trip is going to be.
Yeah, but see, when it processed the payment through Uber, it went through enough to make it cause the credit card company to shut it down, right? Because it was over their limit, right? So the problem with that is that they had no more money. So they're going back and forth, and this was the only way that they had to purchase anything. So they were stuck there for another 4 days with no currency.
Oh, wow.
And that's really where it ended up being more of a problem. Now they were able to get it worked out between the credit card company and Uber and everything, and that takes time.
Yeah, it takes a few days for you to, and sometimes over a week to get that money back in your account. Because I've had not to that extreme, but I've had instances where money was taken out of my account that shouldn't have been.
Yeah,
and it took some time. But I'm surprised, like when my wallet got stolen when we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I hit up people. They sent me money. They wired me money. I'm surprised that they didn't do anything like that.
Yeah,
maybe never had anybody to call.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it didn't go into that kind of detail whether they were able to find any other means. I mean, even if you go back to your hotel room and you got a different credit card or you still got some cash somewhere. I mean, we did that where we took some cash with us, but then again, on our cruise is what I'm talking about in reference to something that's close to where this was. But everywhere we went dealt with U.S. currency, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been a big deal anyway.
Costa Rica is different than Vegas.
Well, they do. So it's the Colon, I
Obviously.
believe, is their official currency in
Colon is-
Costa Rica.
is
The
that-
Colon, but I'm curious if anybody's ever been there because, I mean, do they still take U.S. currency too? Because I'm going, and I haven't even looked into this.
When are you going?
I've never been to Costa Rica.
I imagine you could probably exchange it,
I
like
would-
you've mentioned.
Yeah.
For
I'll
anything
find out.
else.
My buddy Jimmy, Drew Martin lived there
Okay.
for like a year,
Right.
And loved it until he got robbed really bad, and then he left. But what I was trying to say to you, and we were on the same page, was that like you said, it locked up the credit card. I thought it went through and accepted it. That's why I was saying they must have had good credit.
Well, it accepted it to some extent, right?
Yeah.
So, and it was really more the story of that they shut the credit card down.
Yeah, that's frozen.
And then they didn't have any other. That was really more the story,
Sure.
right? It was
Yeah.
the fact that now what do we do? We don't have any other way
No,
to pay for
that's
anything.
scary.
And it was like for 4 days. What do you do? How do you get around? How do you eat? How do you anything?
It could be scary in a different city. Like you could be someplace up north of Florida. You don't know anybody. You don't have any money, and you're locked. What do you do? I mean, you can't go up to a stranger. Can I borrow $50? I mean, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine down there if you're in a situation.
Being out of country.
Yeah, 4 days. And you got 4 days. I mean, that's.
I mean, the only thing I could hope is that they were staying at an all-inclusive resort that it was already taken care of, so they had their food and drinks already. But yeah, if you don't, that sucks.
Oh, that's terrible. That's when you start going to pawn shops and try to hawk anything you got because you got to eat. You got to do something.
Yeah.
It's like when people get, not today, but years ago when it was so different, and there was so many different things and so much ways to get money today you couldn't have. But you went to Vegas, 30 years ago, and you'd had no money, you were stuck. There was no way you get out. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to hawk something, or sleep with somebody for cash. Do something.
Well, boy, it sounds like you have a little experience there, Creek.
Was in Vegas a couple times, completely broke. Yes, but always had a bailout. But like Franny said, you get people to wire you money and everything like that. Vegas or our country obviously is a lot different if you're in Costa Rica. But to be down there 4 days with nothing, that's got to be like, oof, this has got to suck. 877-927-6969. Today on the docket was dive bars. If you have any dive bars that you want to bring up that you just love, it could have been years ago.
Let's see if we have anything here. Dive bar, Blanton's. I don't know if that was one, but yes, I've never heard of that.
Our winner today from our contest today, JJ, he mentioned swamp grass Willies.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yep, swamp grass is a good one. We also have on here too Pirate's Well. We have Pirate's Well on there. That is, I believe, is that alternate A1A in Palm Beach Gardens? It's been around for a bit. They moved locations. I know at one point they did catch on fire and then they did it again. But that's a spot too. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll through these, so I apologize if I have missed yours.
I'll go up north. I did, and again, it kind of feels weird calling it a dive bar because doesn't that feel like it's a little insulting, right? But Earl's Hideaway when we do the football, watch parties, that's a great place. But I mean, it's probably considered a dive bar. It's got that typical fried food and beer.
Yeah, there's a lot of places, like you said, but when you put that word in right away,
it almost feels like an insult,
yeah,
right?
Kind of, but I want to go check it out.
But you want to go now.
Yeah, I still want to go, and I want to go see what it's about. I want to go have cheap drinks. But yeah, so we have one there. Let's see, what else do we have? For Greek, if it's a dive bar, that if they don't have valet parking or they don't, it is. Oh, excuse me. It says for Greek, it's a dive bar if they don't have valet parking or they don't have marble floors or they don't have club soda, no Pellegrino, and there's still water comes from the tap, no Evian. That's a dive bar to Eugene, man, I guess. Is that correct?
Maybe a couple of those.
You said not
Better
sure.
be lemon in my water.
Not sure if this qualifies as a dive bar, but there's a place called Hooks, and the bartender has a hook for a left hand. The waitress has The waitress has one eye and a parrot that hangs out behind the bar and says, "Hey, sailor," every time someone walks in. I went there only once because I woke up with two problems. I had to find my car and take back the car I took.
Wow.
That's from Hugh. Sounds like a great time.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Wow, that's awesome. Imagine if he asked the bartender, "Where'd the name come from?" He puts his hand on a bar. Look at him like, "Okay, that's good enough."
Let's see. Say Brett from Melbourne again. Just wanted to let you know that the guy Greek talked about in Vegas, I guess 3 weeks ago, winning $1 million on slots within like 30 hours and 3 big jackpots, was playing $500 a spin.
Okay.
Thanks for a great show. Money is on the dresser.
There you go.
That is lots of money per spin.
I had a feeling that there's $100 slot. In the
Yeah.
high rollers area.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah,
There's definitely 100. I don't know the most you could put in. He's saying 500, maybe 1,000.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So if it's $100 slot, like that's the minimum, right? So
Yeah.
you do, this way, that way, or whatever it is, how the lines work.
I mean, even like when you put in like a dollar slot, they have like 9 different ways you can put in.
That's
You
what I
can
mean.
do-
Yeah, same type thing where
So-
one spin costs you $9.
Yeah, and you could do
$100
one
slot.
900. Like imagine that spin of that. That's like John Daly stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then this person is specifically talking to me. It says, when you worked at the Mexican place I used to go to a lot there, was a bar rot smell sometime. Does that make it a dive bar? And does that make you a dive bartender? And I responded back, maybe I was used to the smell. I don't remember it smelling that bad, but it possibly could have because I've seen plenty of patrons not being able to hold their liquor right over there sitting in their bar stool. Yeah, so it possibly could have been, but I thought we cleaned the place pretty well. I know we had bar cleanup like once a month. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I remember. It was a lot you had to do.
Get out of here.
Who do we have, Jimmy?
We have Rick on the line. Rick, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, how you kids doing today?
We're doing good, Rick. How are you,
Rick.
sir?
Good, good. I just wanted to mention a dive bar. It's in Delray Beach.
Okay.
It's called the Sail. It's the oldest bar in Delray Beach.
Say that again. I'm sorry. It broke up for a second.
The Sail Inn.
The Sail Inn.
Oh, wow.
Sail Inn. Okay. Where's that located?
Yeah. It's in Delray Beach.
I know, but do you know where?
And it's the oldest bar in Florida.
Okay.
Oh, I've never heard of it. I got to check it out.
Yeah. It used to be a package store, and there was a hotel next door.
Wow. The oldest one in Florida. That's some cojones.
No.
Cahoonies, huh?
The oldest one. Right.
I'm seeing it 657 George Bush Boulevard in Delray Beach.
All right, I
Sail
gotta check it
Inn.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. I know the owner. It's a great place to hang out. Quiet. It's a great crowd. Everything.
Would he be upset if he thought his place was a dive bar?
Yeah, the owner calls it dive bar, but he's fixed it up a lot.
Okay.
For the past 20 years, but he still calls it a dive bar.
All right. Well, tell him you gave him a shout out on the radio
Yeah.
today.
I'll go check it out.
All right. I sure will. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Rick.
much. Yep.
Looks nice from the outside.
We have another one, and it used to be more of a dive bar. Then they moved location, same plaza, but moved to a bigger, better, and it's nice and clean. And so, I hate to say this, but I was very surprised that the food was delicious. It's the Snuggery. The Snuggery used to be a place that you go, and it's open pretty late night, but you used to be able to smoke in there and stuff. And then
Okay.
they redid it, revamped it, make it bigger, and now they did a really nice job. But it's still considered
A dive bar?
dive bar. Yeah.
You guys have any places you want to name? Let us know. Maybe back home, maybe up, North Florida, down here, wherever. Let us know.
There's a place on Singer Island that's real sketch. It's sketch. It's across from somebody will know this. It's across from Johnny Longboats. There's an old hotel.
I know
motel.
John. We did a lot of stuff with Johnny Longboats.
Yes, it's across from there, and that place is a little bit shady. A lot of things go down in that place, and they're open pretty late. And if you know which it is, let me know because I cannot think of the name.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call to get involved in the show. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. What do we got, Franny?
Well, we have a dude with a machete. We also have a guy that was trying to press his luck with a couple of robberies. And then a crazy ex-girlfriend. I'll get you all the details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
When interest rates rise, it's not all bad. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, helping you understand why now is the time to purchase an annuity. Annuities are the only products that will guarantee you an income you can't outlive. It's those guarantees that are tied to Treasury rates. And as we know, those rates are at 40-year highs. If you're in or within 10 years of retirement, use this to your advantage. This is exactly why it's possible to receive up to a 25% upfront bonus for income, and why it is possible to receive up to 10% per year for income growth. It's because of the high interest rates. Don't let anyone tell you it's not true, but also don't wait. Interest rates and these guarantees will eventually come down. Call 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000. Or visit TrajanWealth.com.
Guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day, and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you've fallen out of love with your home, maybe you just need a refresh. Contact CertaPro Painters and we'll put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power to transform living rooms and rejuvenate kitchens. The power to get the job done right, on time, and within your budget. Get that lovin' feeling back with the help of CertaPro Painters. Start your project at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Every day you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt, and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. The shopper is rounding the end cap. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide. Oh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob. Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $15 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed. Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
It pays to listen. Open your free iHeartRadio app and listen to this station to be entered to win $5,000. Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Download the free iHeartRadio app for access to winning like never before.
Hey, it's the Greek. When you come home and your AC's not working, it's not a great feeling. So what do? You pick up the phone, you got to call somebody who's reliable and will show up and do the job. And I have the place for you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. They'll handle all your AC needs. They'll give you a tune-up, they'll install ACs, repair them, and 24 hours they'll get to you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. Cares about their customers and wants to keep them cool this summer with a 24-hour emergency response. Call today, 855-4FL-HVAC. Stay cool. Call these guys.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
West Palm Beach, we are dealing with delays 95 south. We have an accident. Right lane of your off-ramp blocked. It is 95 southbound, right at Okeechobee Boulevard. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident.
RealRadio921.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at RealRadio921.com and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you're having a good day. Don't forget, after us, it's the News Junkie, and then a new edition of Pillow Talk with a special guest, Lex and Terry tonight, and the Locker Room tomorrow. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, hey.
And this is our last batch of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So some guys got busted stealing stuff that normally you would be like, all right, I didn't know this was a hot commodity, but I guess it is. And I'm talking cooking oil. It's not the first time we've talked about the cooking oil. Yes, G-Man. They stole fryer grease from a Keys chowder house, according to cops. And they're like, this is what it could mean. Police in the Florida Keys are asking restaurants to be on the lookout for thieves targeting grease traps that collect their used cooking oil.
Speaking of dive bars.
Right. They said, listen, there is a market for oil. It's not just for making batches of French fries or croquetas. They said, the used fryer grease has become sought after commodity for both legitimate collection business and those looking to make some quick cash on the black market. Right? The new value comes with the rise of biodiesel, a fuel made from renewable sources like cooking oil, animal fats, and soybean oil. And so Monroe County Sheriff's deputies they already arrested a few people, arrested 2 men this past Tuesday who siphoned about 300 gallons. It's a lot of cooking oil, of used cooking oil from the back of Herbie's Bar and Chowder House in the Middle Keys city of Marathon.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
They didn't notice that gun? That's a ton.
The men were driving an unmarked white van when deputies pulled them over. It was like 12:30 in the afternoon. And witnesses saw them taking the oil, and they called the cops. And they said the van smelled of cooking oil, so they could not hide it. So they opened up the door like, was like you guys are frying something in here.
What's going on? French fries?
I just got some fries. Got some wings.
Yep, and they had a
Truffle
bunch of
fries.
containers containing it, a large pump, all the things that were like, yep, these are the guys that definitely did it. So yeah, this is a thing you got to watch out for, guys.
Oh my God, they're stealing oil. What's
But
next?
it's used oil, and they said that the amount of oil that those 300 gallons was worth about $1,300. So, but they sell it on the black market. I don't know. This is new to me.
Want to buy some oil? Hey. There. I got dolphin tickets and oil. What do you want?
And then we have a dude who has been accused of showing his wang to people he should not have been. Police received reports about someone exposing themselves near County Road 561. They eventually determined that Timothy Metcalf was the suspect that was in question. This happened Tuesday at like 1 in the morning. That's when they received info on him being in this area. As a result, the detectives responded to a nature preserve that he was hanging out in, and they found him hanging out inside of the marsh. He was arrested and now faces charges of exposing his sexual organs. And then we have a guy who tried to rob a 7-Eleven with a machete. He walked in and it wasn't much disguise. He had bright orange shorts on, a bright blue shirt on, and a machete in hand. And he, by the way, is currently on probation for a carjacking that happened in 2009. So he likes trouble. His name is Derek Shropshire. They said that he went to a 7-Eleven. He took about $200 from the register, and then that manager called a 7-Eleven down the road, and they were like, hey, we just got robbed. Just be careful. And he described the guy, and then I think they had surveillance in exchange because the guy was like, I know him. He comes in here all the time. In fact, he was just in here like 25 minutes ago.
That's Ralph.
Didn't rob the place, yeah. Didn't rob the place, but he was just in here. Other employees were like, yeah, we know that guy too. He's a regular. He shops here often.
He's always there.
Yeah, so it was not hard for them to identify the guy, but he was obviously not at the scene when it happened. When cops called, they were able to get his address, and they found out that he hopped out of his window when they tried to get him, and eventually, and this is a father of year too, so he leaves an infant alone in the house when he jumps out of the window from him. So eventually the wife comes home. They're interviewing her, and she said that he gave me $100 cash earlier the day, and it was for rent. She was just like, but that was weird because he never contributes to our rent.
He had a good day.
Ever.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag.
So I wonder how the hell he got this money. Well, yeah, they found out. They found him. They found the machete in the trunk, and he was arrested. And next up, we got one more thing here. I have a scorned ex-girlfriend. She was dating another girl for about 7 months. Things obviously did not end very well. And Lil Niece Harris started harassing her ex-girlfriend, like leaving her threats, not only on her cell phone, because she did eventually block her, but on her social media, her Twitter, her Facebook, and WhatsApp. And I'm talking about nasty, nasty stuff, talking about shooting her and all in her effing face, and then threatening her family. And then she also, when she realized that her ex-girlfriend blocked her phone number and wasn't doing anything as far as like saying what with her or saying anything with her social media post, responding back, she uploaded naked photos of her, and that is a big no.
Can't do that.
And that's exactly what she did, along with some more threatening things. Yeah, this girl's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Well, they were able, obviously, she was like, yep, this is her, and look, she's posting it, and this is her phone number, and this is her on the WhatsApp. Like, this is all directing towards Harris. So she has been charged with writing threats, a felony, and for sexual cyber harassment. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show. You guys are nice enough to give us all these crazy stories. We spin them back to you. Speaking of crazy, we'll come back with a new Greek misspeak and so much more in the Penthouse on a Friday. Peace.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows that opening a small business is a great achievement. Thanks to all the owners for all they do to keep our communities vibrant and strong. Learn more about the Hartford Small Business Insurance and why over 1 million small business owners trust them. Visit thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff. In my job, keeping in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
If your stunning home has gone a little stale, it might be time to contact your local CertaPro painters. We bring the power of pro to every job. That's CertaPro's power to do the job right, the first time, every time, and the power to renovate your home without breaking down walls. Take your home from blah to booyah. Get on CertaPro's schedule today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon & Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making Storm Catcher Screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure. Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
And it's a beautiful day here at the Weekend Getaway. Oh no, looks like a loose stair on the porch. And he is out. Add another one to the IL.
Not how they wanted the season to start. At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $15 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
West Palm Beach, we are dealing with delays 95 south. We have an accident. Right lane of your off-ramp blocked. It is 95 southbound, right at Okeechobee Boulevard. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earn doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, those. See terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shape
Listen to the good stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Franny, the bar you're talking about on Singer Island is Seaside Bar and Grill. And yes, that place is sketchy. And the Inlet Lounge you're talking about with the liquor store next to it, my boy got robbed at gunpoint there. He was buying some liquor. The guy in front of him saw he had a wad of cash. He walked out the door, gun right in his face. Broad daylight. That place is sketchy. The whole area is sketchy. Be careful over there. Peace.
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Wow, there's a tip for you.
Yeah.
Don't go there with a lot of cash.
Oh, I got a good sketchy place.
You walk in, you pay for something. Hey, see you next week. You walk out, guy puts a gun to your head.
Not that sketchy.
No, not that sketchy.
I wonder if he was able to keep the liquor.
And thank you, Jeremy, for that. Because somebody did text. They said it was that what on Single Island. They said it used to be Buddy's Tavern, and then they turned it to Seaside. They're like still a dump. So
stay out of there.
All right, stay out of there.
Thank you for the heads up. We always appreciate the audience getting involved in any capacity, whether it's texting, calling us, email to Jimmy, or leaving a call back. And thank you for that. Jeremy, again, try to stay cool out there. It's very hot. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello. Happy Friday.
And it's time for a new Greek misspeak, last one of the day.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
And sometimes she would go out the window, and we were on the second floor, and go down fire steak.
Take the steak out.
Where's that steak? Negative.
That's a big no. We'll be back with it, though. We'll keep up to date.
What just happened?
Uh-oh. Shot 30 times?
30 rounds, yeah.
I mean, maybe one shot, even if that. God forbid that guy didn't get hit.
Gee, thanks.
You guys are hallucinating NyQuil.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Got some news about 101.7. We're going to tell you in a little while. If you're a football fan, it might make you do a jack-up.
Well, what are we waiting for?
They don't want that. Stay away. It sucks. The rain's bad. Mosquitoes are like bricks.
Who are you carrying all those bricks for anyway?
Oh, reasons to turn on sex. You dropped the soap in prison.
Good one.
And,
Rope on a soap.
Nope, that's not it.
When it comes to sports, I throw it at you straight. During the week, might be a couple things that you might rub the elastic band around the Tide box.
Screw this. I'm out.
I'm out.
I don't even know what you said just
Tie elastic band around the Tide box.
Oh, okay.
Tide, you know, your suds.
Yeah, I know what a Tide. I know what Tide is.
And then
I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, we would put elastic bands around it and work out with it. You know,
You are such a liar.
There would be like curls. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like it, yeah.
So Kevin Costner's getting a divorce, and you know what amazes me with these stories that they come out to the public, because not that people like Kevin Costner, not him, or his wife cares about what people think, but she's getting $52,000 a month so far for support. She's like, I can't live on that. The average person makes about I think $39,000 in America per year average. And this Kevin Costner's ex, soon to be ex, is bitching about getting $52,000 a month. She said he spent so much more money on us when he was together. No kidding.
Well, yeah.
They're not together anymore.
Jeez.
But she was just like, she's not happy about getting 52 times a month. I think it's,
he's going. He wants to just give her 30.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, I think it's 2 children. I don't think they're really young either. I don't think they're infants or anything like that. But yeah, she's looking at $52,000 a month.
They're going to be under that household for a bit. They're still. I think they have 3 kids. Here we go. I found the article. I just had a link on it. So her name's Christine. Previously, it was asking for $248,000 per month in child support.
I need $250 a month.
$250.
You got it?
So Caden 16, Hayes 14, and Grace is 13.
Yeah, they're teenagers.
And she said the amount is still less than the amount needed to maintain the children and their accustomed lifestyle.
La-di-da.
Uh-huh. She also asked that Kevin pays their private school tuition, extracurricular activities, and sports costs, and healthcare expenses, and all that.
I'm sure he'll do that.
So then he proposed. She's like, I want $248,000. Then he proposes, well, how about $30,000 a month plus moving fees, because she has been holding off getting out of the house. And
Yeah.
I think she's been ordered end of this month to get out. Right?
Yeah, she didn't want to get out. I don't blame her. I would want to leave here.
So
who wants to leave, right, Jim?
Yeah.
I want to stay.
So they're going back and forth. $248. He's like, how about 30? And they said Christine calls Costner's updated offer of $51,940 per month completely inappropriate, is what she calls it.
It's food stamps.
Yes.
What am I doing? How am I
It
going to
is
even eat?
Inappropriate. How dare he?
Sounds familiar. I don't know where I've heard that before.
$250,000. My God. Crazy. You're getting divorced. That's what happens. And that is a ton of money to get, by the way. And I just love it when these stories come out, because people read them. They're like, what, are you kidding me? Yeah, that is a lot of cash. And that seems like that marriage just went right down. Choom. You didn't hear anything about it?
Well,
All of a sudden-
it never goes that quick. What we heard is
Yes.
that quick. You know, I mean, obviously they've been having trouble for a while.
And that was the thing, because we were hearing that he was blindsided, and then reports were saying he was blindsided because he was the one who wanted to serve the papers.
Yeah.
And then she did. So there was like all these different conflicting. As you mentioned, there's probably so many things behind closed doors that were happening for a long time.
That's all I meant by it.
Yeah.
Do you think it had something to do also with the whole cancellation of Yellowstone and all that stuff behind the scenes?
I don't think so.
You don't think that had
Well,
something
the
to-
only thing was what the potential where supposedly she said he was cheating with somebody.
Yeah, that somebody got pregnant on the set of
Right.
Yellowstone or something, but nothing has come out saying that that's true.
And he was away from home a lot, all that. So who knows?
Well, in that one major
Being
purchase
an
he
actor,
did.
that's the thing.
Yeah. That's his life, right?
Yeah.
And not just that, I think the one big thing was that major purchase that he did for the new film. Like he was putting all this money into, and I think he even bought some real estate that had to do with it too.
Yeah, she
see-
wasn't happy about it.
See, I'm buying into more of that,
Yeah.
right? I can believe that a little bit more because, I mean, he's apparently was, and that was supposedly the rift between him and the producers of Yellowstone was that he was trying to get more time away from the show in order to spend it on this pet project that he's had. And then, of course, when you saw the kind of money, like he was mortgaging the house in California or something in order to help pay for that project. So I could see where, well, that'll cause marriage problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially if you didn't ask, right? Or you don't, not even. I mean, even if it's his money, but didn't have. You're married. You should have a conversation about it.
Yeah, or
about
maybe
what you're doing.
You might not even ask her. I mean, who knows?
Well,
Or
that's what
maybe
I'm saying.
yeah.
I don't know, but I can see if that happened. We got a couple dive bars, and we're going to head up north for these. We have on here the Coconut in Port Salerno. Came a couple. That's 2 people text those in. Came through the text line. The Coconut Port Salerno smoke-filled bar with boiled peanuts in a crock pot. And I will tell you what, I love boiled peanuts, but they will stink up a joint.
Add smoke into there. And I'm assuming you're talking about cigarettes. No?
Yes, I'm guessing too, because we have another one. The best dive bars located in Port Salerno, the Coconut Bar, small fishing town with a big drinking problem.
Nice.
I love it.
That's what it says. Welcome
Nice.
to the town.
Yes.
Yeah, that was actually the mayor that wrote that.
Yeah.
I love it.
What a drinking problem. Welcome to the town.
Same text says, LOL, it's a love-hate relationship, and if you know, you know. So I like that. And then we're going to Jack's Beach, Jacksonville maybe, Jack's Beach. Dive bars, mangoes, and gingers. You can walk from one to the other. Don't be sleeping on the Jags this year, Sweet Prince.
Okay, he's talking to me.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, I think the
you're
Jags
the
are-
Sweet Prince.
I think that, well, I last year I picked against the Jags, and they hold it against me all year. And that was just one preseason game, but I think the Jaguars will have a good season. Whether or not they go far in the playoffs, I don't know, but I do think they'll win the division. It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more on this Friday. Peace.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Hear the latest episode right now on RealRadio921.com/Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Tonight at 7 on Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
My drinking had become a problem. Too many nights waking up at 3 a.m., sweating, head pounding, self-loathing, and anxiety hitting me hard. Thinking, how did I do this again? What's wrong with me? Why can't I stop?
If you're finally ready to stop drinking completely or just want to drink less, naltrexone could help you. Naltrexone is an FDA-approved medication that reduces cravings and pleasure from drinking, making it easier to drink less or quit alcohol altogether. And you can see improvement almost immediately. Whether your challenges with alcohol are mild, moderate, or severe, or health makes it simple to get started with treatment. Just text PROBLEM to 323232 to get a secure link to our private online assessment. One of our licensed medical professionals will evaluate your assessment, and if medication is right for you, prescribe it directly online. We'll deliver your prescription right to your front door. No doctor's office visits required. You really can stop drinking or just drink less. Text PROBLEM to 323232 to get started today. Text the word PROBLEM to 323232. Text PROBLEM to 323232.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes. Downloads beaming from device to device. And any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt, and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Hey DQ fans, do you love cake batter? Well, cue the confetti because the new Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat is here with cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and DQ signature sprinkles on every bite. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep and a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements, learning how you sleep so you learn to sleep better night after night. Sleep next level, only from Sleep Number.
The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is now only $8.99, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday.
Hayes Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's a UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Trouble on the roadway 95 South in West Palm Beach. This is an accident. It's taking up the right lane of your off-ramp, but we are seeing some big delays. It's 95 South at Okeechobee Boulevard. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those today.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Thanks for always tuning in. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie, new edition of Pillow Talk with Francis and a special guest. And then you got Lex and Terry. Jimmy's in the house. Good afternoon. Francis is here.
Hello, and that special guest is Charisse.
Oh, you want to say who it is?
Yeah, of course. Why not? I know. You stop it. Charisse was my co-host on this it's going to be this future episode, shall I say, of Pillow Talk, which will be on tonight at 7 o'clock.
Note to self, mix Pillow Talk after the show.
Yeah.
All right, it is time for the last trifecta of the day.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Marlins are taking on the Phillies, and this is the conclusion of the first half of the baseball season. Marlins have had a very good first half. They are the fourth best record in Major League Baseball. Unbelievable what they've done this year. Hats off to the team. Pitchers, hitting, they're doing it both sides of the ball, and great. They got a rookie manager who's doing very good, too. So hats off to the Marlins. Their over-under is only 74.5, and they are on pace to beat that easy. So hats off to the Marlins having a good year. Tonight, Mega Millions is $424 million, and Saturday Powerball is $540 million. So there it is. 2 chances for you to be a millionaire and tell your boss, screw, on Monday. But make sure it's official before you tell your boss to screw. Also, the Miami Heat, they are still talking to Portland about getting Lillard. That is the big talk of the free agency, which started last Friday night at 6 o'clock. Possibly a deal can be done, but it looks like the Miami Heat are going to have to add a third team into the mix with Portland. The Heat have said that they will trade Hero, possibly Robinson, and a couple draft picks. Hopefully that happens for the Heaters. They do need to add some firepower. In the NBA Finals, there was a few games that could even break 100, and that's not good in today's NBA. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
So I know we wanted to get into some financial red flags, but I want to get into something that I think would, a few of us could have some things that we could talk about when it comes to this particular topic. And I am talking about some of the dumbest things that you've ever heard from a customer. And I'm sure we have heard a lot of them. And these are employees who are sharing some of the dumbest things out there. You can participate with us at 47142. You just got to start it off with Real Radio. And for instance, let's start with this one. And this was also a Reddit thread. If you are not familiar with Reddit, this is where you can go on there and people are able to tell us and write, and you can chat back and forth on things. It is a forum for that. So somebody mentioned on here, I work at a cinema, or I did for a few years. The customers were challenging, to say the least. One time we ran out of medium-sized soft drinks, the cups themselves. A woman asked for a medium Coke, and we explained we ran out of that cup size. She said, but you still had a small and a large. So she looked at me, and then she said, okay, I will have a medium Fanta instead. They were like, excuse me, I just said all we have is a small and a large. A person came up to me asking me about the prices of kayak rentals. I gave them the prices and told them that we were closed for the day as sunset was in 10 minutes. Confused, she said this confused. She was like, sunset? I'm not from around here. What does that mean?
Wow.
She's not around sunset. What does that mean? I'm not from around here. Somebody said, I'm a hotel night auditor. I had a guest come late night, or I guess late night or very early in the morning, however you want to look at it. They had just made a reservation online, and since it was after midnight, the reservation was technically for the next night. I told them I could either check them in right now, and we would have to charge for 2 nights, or they could check in at 3 p.m. and only pay for the 1 night.
Okay.
The guest asked, well, can I just check in at 3 p.m. right now?
Yeah, let me check in.
Can we just say it's 3 p.m.?
I just wind my watch forward.
It's 3 p.m.
Look, it's 3 p.m.
I know. We've got a lot of silly ones in there. I'll continue on. Do you guys want to talk to Mike from Green Acres?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mike on the line. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Oh, good afternoon, Penthouse. Good talking to you. It's been a while.
What's going on?
How you been, bud?
Good. Good. I got 2 quick stories, and I'll let you go. Greek, I stopped at Joseph's on Monday. I just thought about you and had to get a slice of pizza.
Oh, I do that. That's what I ate last night.
Well, I talked to a guy, I think it was Joe Sr. I can't vouch for that, but he said you're a real nice guy. His math skills aren't that well because I gave him a thing with the book of tickets, how you divide it up 4 ways into 1,500.
Yeah.
It's all.
Bad math skills, but great taste in people.
going to miss you at 2 o'clock.
Stop laughing at me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I bought I did my last book of my life, I think, at this point. I bought a $900 book the other day, the $30 ticket.
Okay.
I came home, scratched. I used my garbage can lid, and in less than an hour's time, I made $4,540.
Wow.
Nice.
I hit a 5,000 on number 7, Nicky Mantle.
Nice. That is awesome. So a $30 book costs us $900.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, man. That's awesome. So where do you buy them? You just go to the lottery place and buy it on Lake Worth or where is it? Okeechobee?
Forest Hill? No,
Forest Hill
Boulevard? No, I went to Publix near
You can get them anywhere?
Road.
Oh, you can buy them at
You can
Publix?
get them anywhere. Oh, yeah. As long as they have the book, they'll sell it to you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to go to a lottery store. Wow. So $900, you got back $4,500. You're my friend.
Yeah. No wonder you're getting pizza there.
Baller. Baller. Wow, that's
I was
great.
so happy.
Oh, I'd be happy too. I'd be jumping like Skippy. Are you kidding me? 45. Even if I broke even, I'd be happy. Like
Yeah, just once. For God's sakes.
I can't say that. That I can't say. Even kidding. Yeah, I think that's great.
My day. My week's been going crappy, so it made my day.
Well, good.
Your week's going awesome.
Congratulations.
Come on, you
That's
put that.
awesome.
It's going good. Yeah,
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it was bad
You
until
want to hear
this
a bad
happened.
week? Call me at 5 after 2.
On Monday. Grease life sucks.
Mike, we
can't
love
top
you.
Jimmy's stories, but it works. So
Well, that's great news,
Good
buddy.
to hear.
Yeah, I hope one day you call
Thank
us
you.
up and you win $1 million and we're partners.
I know.
Never gets old, right, Mike?
I know.
And I'm kidding, by the way.
He doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, don't. Hate it when people win. It's not me.
Have a good weekend, buddy.
Take care, Mike.
All right, buddy. Later, guys.
Bye. So I got
Such a nice guy.
I got a couple more on here that was really funny. Somebody worked at Disney and they said that they got a lot of ridiculous questions like, "Hey, what time do the 9:25 fireworks start?"
Wow.
Yeah. They also had a lady ask to turn down the air conditioner because her aunt was cold. They're like, she was outside. They're like, apparently.
Can you please turn that down?
Apparently, a concerning amount of people think that Disney parks are built in some kind of temperature-controlled dome. They were like, because they would get it quite often. This one, I used to work in the garden center at a big home improvement store. I once had a customer tell me that they were looking for a plant, but they couldn't remember what the plant was called. I asked them to describe it to me, and they're like, it's big, has leaves.
It's green.
They're like, yeah. They're like, could you be a little bit more specific? They're like, yeah, it's green.
Thank you. That was me, by the way.
Was that? Is that
was
how
me.
you do?
That was me. It was
They're like,
big, it was
oh.
green, it had leaves.
Thanks.
You know that plant. I was at a restaurant recently at a bar with a couple of my friends, and this kid walked in and he wanted a pasta, and he wanted a half order. So the girl said to him, "We don't do half orders."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Why not?" And she goes, "We just don't do half orders." And he kept going, going back and forth with her like a couple times. Finally, she called the manager over. He goes, "Well, if you just give me half, why can't you just charge me half?" And she's like, and then he came, goes, "Sir, we don't do that here."
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's not the way it's done. And he got up and he left. But I thought the guy was kidding. I really was. It was a nice place too, but he just came and was at the bar. We were sitting there, 3 of us, and he comes in. He goes, "Can I have an half order?" She goes, "We don't do that." There's a lot of places do.
Well, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. So there's the door.
Yeah.
Get out. 877-927-6969. Call us.
Were you done with those?
Oh, no, I mean, it's fine. We could go days with this.
Well, because actually, I've got some
Yeah.
too that I got some of the dumbest things that were ever said, and that people again posted on Reddit with it, but they weren't necessarily work related. But I don't know. It kind of goes hand in hand. This one person said, "I was on my way to New York City with a friend, and she said, 'Oh my God, I can't wait to see the Eiffel Tower. I'm so excited.'"
Probably on Ludes.
Oh, boy.
We were at a baby shower for my wife in April. My niece's boyfriend asked when she was due. I told him that she was due in July. He said, "This July?"
Oh, boy.
Sounds like things I say when I'm not paying attention.
One person said, "I don't have an email. I have Gmail." I kid you. That wasn't a shot at you. That's
No.
literally you.
No, I believe it.
How can Hawaii and Alaska have such different temperatures when they're right next to each other on the map?
Nice.
That's great.
These are all from me.
Fish aren't animals; they're mammals.
Wow.
A guide's dog's job is to drive the car for the blind person, right?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be. Imagine if you're at a light, you look over.
There's a dog driving.
Like, what's up?
And finally, for my list here, it says, yeah, bro, it says carbonated because they removed the carbs.
Oh, boy. Some special people out there. There really are.
Sure are.
877-927-6969. Dive bars. If you guys had any dive bars that you wanted to add to the list, you were very good today with getting involved in the show. You named a lot of dive bars. And it could be something back home, up north, maybe something in Key West, anywhere.
I have a feeling this isn't a real one, but you never know. At 47142, started off with Real Radio. It says, our favorite dive bar is Beer Goggles.
Beer Goggles?
Beer Goggles, where ugly women look hot here. I have a feeling that's not a real place. Then we also have dumbest thing a customer said. During COVID, a lady was standing in line at a local grocery store. She yelled, I do not have to stand in line because I am an essential worker. Someone asked, where does she work? She replied, McDonald's. Essential.
It is for a lot of people. It was. That's how you start your day.
We also have here, I had a customer call me to cut her lawn the day of a hurricane was going to hit. I told her there's a hurricane coming, and she said, well, it hasn't hit yet. It's just windy and cloudy out. So
yeah, what are you waiting for?
Come on over.
That makes sense. It really does. I mean, you want your grass to be nice.
Screw your preparation.
Yeah, you want your grass to be
Cut
nice.
my grass.
So this week is the week that they start running with the bulls in Spain. That is
today. I think specifically today, is it not?
Yeah, I think it was for 1 week. I read
Right.
July 7th
Right.
and 14th.
Yep. Mhm.
And that is a pretty crazy thing to do. Some people put it on a bucket list or whatever. I would not do that personally. Jimmy, would you ever do that?
No. I don't run.
I don't run anywhere.
You kidding me? I don't even run for beer.
You always see some pictures. There's thousands of people. I mean, that do it. I mean, it is.
So
They
far,
are trying to get it.
nobody was gored yet. Several
Oh, really?
runners took knocks and hard falls 8 a.m. when the event started, but no gored. Nobody was gored, and typically that's what you hear, right? But, I mean, hundreds of thousands of tourists. They said nearly 1.7 million people visited Pamplona for the celebrations last year.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
That's
that many people.
Yeah, that many people show up. And really, obviously it's great for tourism, for hotels, for everything there for them. But, I mean, that's it. You're just running with the bulls. Or you're watching it.
Well, and that's the thing. And so that's why I'm not down with it. And I know, like, if you're vegan, don't go after me because I do eat meat. I don't like what happens after the fact. And that's why I am not okay with this practice because, right, the running of the bulls, it's the 6 bulls and they go. And then after the fact, they're guided into, and it's a whole route they go through the streets of Pamplona into the bull ring. Mm-hmm. And then that's when the big main bullfighting event happens. And I don't like watching that.
I understand.
It's not my cup of tea. Even
No,
if
I
it may be
understand
yours,
that.
it's not my thing.
Yeah, I understand that. But it's just something where, it's a tradition, happens every year. And the amount of people that go is a lot of people.
Not that many,
But for them,
considering.
yeah.
I think 16 people have died in the bull run since 1910.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's it?
That's what I read in the New York Post. Yeah. So
And that sounds very.
that's it.
That's all. Gee, I wish it was more.
A lot of people being
I
gored.
certainly don't mean that.
Oh,
but,
sure.
But you would think with how dangerous that is, that more than that would have died in all those years. You're talking about 113 years. You just said
Yep.
1910.
So I mean, I'm sure plenty of injuries.
Sure, I'm sure.
But
Well, there's even this year. I just saw a headline. There's 6 injured already.
So far, all right. Yeah, the one I
Right?
read, they said 8 a.m. Several runners took knocks and hard falls, but no gores. Nobody was gored yet.
Right, but at least 6 have been injured. So.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how long it's been going on. I mean, 113 years.
Just an odd
Yeah.
tradition,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
I never really quite understood the tradition behind it, but I'm not from Spain. I don't know it, so I don't want to knock
but
it.
I think it's
I'm with
people-
Franny. I don't like the way the animals
Yeah.
are treated, and that is from somebody that eats meat.
Yeah, I think it's people from all over the world, but it's on a lot of people's bucket list. Like you hear people like, "Oh, I would like to see it."
Clearly, millions of people are going. I told you, 1.7 million people travel there. They said the festival was made famous, even though it's been around since 1910. They said from Ernest Hemingway's novel, The Sun Also Rises, and that's from 1926. And they say this year actually marks the 100th anniversary of Hemingway's first visit to the festival.
Oh, I'm going to bring that up tonight at dinner.
There you go.
There it is.
Well, trivia for your buddies.
That'll impress them.
It will. I'll say, did you know tonight is 100 years for Hemingway's book came out?
And by the way,
What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
What's the name of the book?
Yeah.
Something with sunlight?
Bingo.
Nice. Moonlight?
Yes.
Stop laughing at me.
What was it?
The sun also rises.
That's close
That's
enough.
it. Yeah. See,
Sunlight,
he was right,
Moonlight,
Franny.
Sunlight, moonlight, it's the same thing.
Whatever.
It's not technically wrong. It's not like I said it was
Not
nighttime.
Franny saying whatever.
Whatever. Not like I said nighttime, moonlight, sunlight, Hemingway. Come on. That's big.
Your sister's ass.
Yeah, throw it in there. It's like a big thing. We're just throwing all the vegetables in there and making something good.
Speaking of running with the
sister's
bulls, we were
ass.
talking about eating meat. That I don't know if anybody saw. Jimothy 0317 is my Twitter, that is my Twitter and my Instagram. So I posted a video yesterday. Jason was on vacation, and he brought back some yak meat, and I tried that. Oh my God,
good,
that
right?
was incredible. Did
Yeah.
you guys do it on the air?
We had some yak. It was like
Did you like
it was
it?
like a yak. It was a jerky stick, like a
Right.
yak jerky stick.
Yep.
No, it was delicious.
He said it's very expensive.
It was delicious. They're sold out. I went online because it was when he was traveling up north, northwest, and I went online and they're sold out. But it was beautiful spice to it, nice and like it was tender,
The
like jerky.
spiciness of it, I was
great.
surprised at that, and just the flavor in general was
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
It was
I tell
good
you, it was
stuff.
just really. I was really surprised. I was like, I'm not quite sure if I like this. I don't usually like beef jerky too much
Yeah.
and things like that. But boy, that was great.
I dug it too. Good stuff. But yeah, you can CQ with some meat in your mouth. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm a big meat fan. Yak meat.
Perfect.
Even if your rent's not due. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to go around the horn and thank this great staff for the unbelievable job that they do every single day for you guys out there. Jimmy, bravo to you. And thank you for everything you do behind the scenes with the mic and also with the blog, answering the phones and the contests. You do 55 things a day. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. Thank you for listening, and have a great weekend.
Francis, great job as always, everything you do in front of the microphone. Thank you for all your help. Wow, a big crowd.
Yeah.
Wow, really yakking it up.
Wow.
Packed in an audience today.
Franny just renegotiated her contract, and I have to play this now every day when we go out like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for keeping my ego in check on a regular basis.
Nobody keeps
Of course, that's true. It's difficult to rein in. No, thank you. It's been a fun 3 days, you guys. I wish every week was like this.
Can't wait till Monday.
Thank you, G. Thank you, Jimmy.
Two.
And I know.
You're right. 2:05.
And I normally don't do the Graham Girl, but I have my version of their Go On There. Hotties, Carmen Electra, and Jenny McCarthy get together again at 51 and 50. Oh my goodness, they look so good.
Yeah.
They are the new Girls for Skims, which is Kim Kardashian's line, and they're wearing itty bitty bikinis and playing around with some water in a car wash.
Well, what can go wrong there?
RealRadio921.com on the Penthouse blog. Enjoy yourself, and of course, enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy yourself. I will. Trust me.
G-Ray, do you have any parting words?
You guys did it all. I mean, just have a good weekend, everybody. Please be safe and be nice to your neighbor. Have a nice weekend, everybody. God bless. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's going to be a hot day out there for us on this Friday. Temperatures back in the low to mid 90s, feeling like it's in the triple digits, factoring in the humidity. Stay hydrated out there. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms returning to the area as well. Most of the rain will start inland and push east towards the coastline, and those storms could linger later into the evening.
This report is sponsored by AirAmericaAC.com.
Put your trust in the red, white, and blue. Air America. Save now, pay later. Air America is offering 0% financing for up to 18 months on new AC units. Visit AirAmericaAC.com for details.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The money's good and the bids are high. Speedy, fast, the check is on Bank of America, and it's real. Give me the VIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. Give me the VIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys, Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek. When you come home and your AC's not working, it's not a great feeling. So what do? You pick up the phone, you got to call somebody who's reliable and will show up and do the job. And I have the place for you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. They'll handle all your AC needs. They'll give you a tune-up, they'll install ACs, repair them, and 24 hours they'll get to you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. Cares about their customers and wants to keep them cool this summer with a 24-hour emergency response. Call today, 855-4FL-HVAC. Stay cool. Call these guys.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive